Adorable Omni Dog 616 here by himself because Lou can't get here on time and neither can our special guest. What the hell? Okay, I'm fine. Actually, me and Dupe, we're cool. So we have excuse me. Kane was first here. Welcome, Kane. Happy Friday. Super laugh hard, my buddy. William Lee, my buddy, who just sent me something. Appreciate that. Up here's late Lou.
I'm here. Hold on. Let me
late.
Hold on. We can talk about people behind there. Oh, we're live. Good morning.
Yes.
Shit. Okay, you didn't hear anything about that. Give me a second.
I'm still eating Halloween candy for dinner.
Wait, where's our plucky sidekick?
I don't know. I texted him.
Okay. Give me a second.
Plucky sidekick. Super Lavar, great topic tonight. Judge Dredd Punisher is written by Garth Ennis with art by sorry, I'm finishing a Twix bar. With art by Brian Boland. I might as well have a cake and eat it too.
I feel lied to. I was told there would be a plucky sidekick on tonight's show. And
he's the one that suggested the topic.
I know. What is Spike without Tyke? What is Batman without Robin? You know? What's Green Arrow without the heroin kid? I can't remember his name right now because I'm really tired.
Speedy.
Without Speedy.
The heroin kid.
Yeah.
All right. I do it to Omar, so I will do it to Jake. I'll call him right now.
I feel lied to. Happy Friday, everybody.
Oh, work crisis popped up. Okay.
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 It's all
okay.
Good. Just it.
He'll be there in like 10.
Yeah,
he had a work crisis. He's one of those West Coast guys that's still working.
Jesus. That's something we should. Let's just all get on the same time schedule. How about that? And let's, we've got daylight savings this weekend. Why are we still doing daylight savings as a country?
It's been pushed now to November 2nd. It used to be like the end of September when I was growing up. It's just, so there's like 3 months now where we don't have it. Why? I don't know. I don't know. Now I'm eating a Kit Kat, so just sack.
Yeah. Put that on the ballot. Everybody's been talking about ballot. Let's put that back on the ballot. Can we please get rid of daylight savings? Oh my God. And it sucks even more when you're a parent because it throws your kid off completely.
I forgot about that.
Ugh. That's this weekend, I think. Right? Daylight savings is this weekend?
Saturday night, yeah.
Ugh. Do we lose an hour?
Sunday morning at 2 a.m., yeah.
We lose an hour or we gain it?
Spring forward, fall back.
So we lose an hour. Great. Jeez. All right.
I'm looking forward to that. For those of you in college, this was my favorite one because you stayed up till 3 a.m. getting messed up, and then you woke up and you're like, oh my God, it's 11 o'clock. I have to start studying. No, it's 10 a.m. Everything's okay. I got plenty of time to study. I loved all daylight savings time. Spring, not so much. Wake up, it's noon. No, it's 1. You've got like 5 hours to study.
My lovely wife is asking, what kind of candy are you eating?
That's a long answer because my wife brought me a sample. However, I will tell her Snickers.
Snickers?
2, let's see, a Twix. 2 Kit Kats. Another Snickers.
Wow.
And a Milky Way, which is just a very sad Snickers that doesn't count. Snickers without the nuts, and it's hardly worth it. I had a 3 Musketeers last night, and I was like, how is this candy bar still selling? Boring. Whoa, come on.
Snickers, so Milky Way has always been kind of the redheaded stepchild of the Snickers candy bar line, right?
I agree. Except 3 Musketeers is made by Mars too, and that I think that's the left-handed redheaded stepchild, man.
Yeah, but between the two, I'll take a Three Musketeers over a Milky Way any day. Yes, I'll take a Three Musketeers over a Milky Way any day of the week.
Milky Way's at least got caramel in it.
I like Three Musketeers though. I think it's a better candy bar.
Oh my God. You're one of those Haitian immigrants that eats pets. I can tell now. I can tell. I saw it on television.
Well, I mean, I do come from a floating island full of garbage, so there's that.
Right. Yeah.
We got to do what we can on Garbage Island. Thank you very much. For those of you that don't know, I'm Puerto Rican, so it's okay, guys.
James is spooky. Here's Javier. Welcome. Alex, welcome. Earth's Geomancer, Omnidog, my hero. Earth's Geomancer, where are you from? I feel like I might. Am I wrong? Are you one of our female viewers rather, or are you one of our male viewers? I'd like to get to know Earth's Geomancer a little bit better tonight. Earth's Geomancer is always very nice in the comments, follows my stuff, follows our stuff. So I like to give a little love to Earth's Geomancer, male or female. Don't care. I'm giving you love.
Absolutely.
MD says, "Hey, Jess, are you okay? Didn't catch you on the Jeopardy stream, so I was thinking if you are okay." Okay, I'm going to be honest. I don't know why I'm being honest, but the reason Jake is on tonight, he knows I've been depressed for a couple of weeks, and it's been, and actually, it's been almost the whole month of October. I don't know why. And I get emails a lot from people around the world in this country and stuff saying, Jess, I love watching your videos. I'm, clinically depressed. I don't get out much and I love to watch your videos. So I'm here to say I get it to a certain extent. I can still like right now talking to you. This is my drug that helps me feel better. Streaming with people, talking to them. This is how I socialize and talk. But I have a meeting with my shrink here's our boy. What up, buddy?
Hey, I'm so sorry. It was like 4:30 and yeah, it was good, but I'm back. My week's over now. I can have the weekend.
Okay, everybody. This is Jake from The Brave and the Boys. And I was just Muhammad was asking me if I was okay because I didn't make it to the Jeopardy stream. So I just telling everybody the truth that I actually Jake was nice enough to reach out to me today because he knew that I wasn't feeling well, and suggesting that we stream because that always makes me feel better. So I have a meeting with it was supposed to be Monday, but it got pushed back a week because of personal an emergency on my shrink's part. But my wife and daughter have said, you need new medicine. And I'm like, I am not going to fight you on this. I agree. I haven't been reading. I haven't been making videos. Those are two of the things that make me really happy. And I'm just like, how about if I just go to bed for the rest of the day? So,
man.
Thank you for asking, Muhammad. I did not participate because I wasn't feeling it. Yeah.
And he knows I would have beat him. I got one whole point on the Jeopardy stream.
I have a question. How did you guys buzz in?
Yeah. So what I'm going to say as an overall, the Jeopardy worked as a proof of concept. There's just a couple things that need to be ironed out. Buzzing in was interesting. So basically we would private chat one, and whoever was the first person to comment in with the private chat was the one that buzzed in. The problem with that, though, is when you're on the private chat side, you can't see the comments coming in from the audience. So it was harder to respond to people via the stream. So that was the one hard part. The other hard part is I think he needs to update like a way to see like when a category and a price number has been picked. Because like it just was the full Jeopardy sheet the entire time.
And this is James that came up with this, right?
Yeah, James came up with it. So the other problem was the questions were clearly geared towards Lars and Peter. So it was like, what was the first DC crossover?
Were they on the show? They weren't on the show.
No,
were they?
It was me, Chris Balga, and BJ Kicks. So one of the questions was like, what's the first DC crossover? So my mind, I thought, Flash Between Worlds, right? And it was Wonder Woman 37, where she meets her evil twin in the Golden Age. Like, that's a Peter question. One of the questions was, what DC comic did Lars make a cameo appearance in? That's clearly a Lars question.
That's right. I
I
remember
actually
that.
got the Lars one right because I knew that from a story. He's in an issue of Lobo. So
Wow.
where
That was
Lobo
probably
goes
when he
and
was
gets
with
mad
Wizard.
that Wizard didn't give them a good review. Because he used to work at
he
Wizard
used to work
magazine.
for Wizard.
He did?
Wow. I would have gotten way tripped up on that because I would have said Crisis on Infinite Earths, but that's an event. That's not a crossover. So you're right. I would have said Flash of Two Worlds would have been the first, but it's what? Wonder Woman 37 meets her evil twin?
Yeah. So, and the other thing is because the questions were so hard, they let it be open book, and then it's like whoever can Google faster on Wikipedia.
Open book comic book trivia.
Yeah. So it was yeah, it has great potential though. It was a lot of fun. I just wish that it was like, yeah, some of the questions were just like so hard. It was like, what was the first DC collected edition? I thought it was Watchmen. I guess it was the Legacy of Superman or something obscure like that. So it was the most. It was like, I'm gonna get it. Lars and Peter are experts, and they have a lot of that knowledge that like me and like BJ aren't gonna have because we're more modern readers. But like, I've been reading for 5 years. I don't know what DC's first collected edition. The questions were brutal, and I ended with 1 point.
Wow.
DC's first collected edition. So we're going all the way back.
Superman Legacy. I would have thought
the hardest question, like the most expensive. So 500 points was the 500 was the most expensive category, right? The question for 500 for collected editions was, where can you find out about new upcoming releases? So he plugged his own website into what should have been the hardest question.
That was Dom that came up with these?
Dom was Dom Trebek. So he was our Alex Trebek. James came up with the questions for Lars and Peter, with Lars and Peter in mind. So it was a lot of like Golden Age Wonder Woman, or like one of the questions was Doctor Who based because, you know, Lars has that massive blog on Doctor Who. I've never seen Doctor Who. So
okay, I'm changing my answer. I didn't do it because I felt great and didn't want to feel terrible doing this Jeopardy.
I want to see. Can I see if you'll get the final Jeopardy question? Can I ask you the final Jeopardy question?
Yeah, go ahead.
And tell me how many points you're going to gamble. So what lost media movie was approved by Stan Lee but has been lost to time?
Wow.
We all had the same vote. We all got it wrong. So
has been lost to time. It was approved, so it never got made.
It got made, but it was it's been completely lost to time. You can't find it anywhere, but Stan Lee actually approved of it.
Fantastic Four.
Sorry, the question is, this Marvel fan film was endorsed by Marvel Comics, authorized by Stan Lee, and written directed by Bruce Cardozo, but is now lost media. What was the movie?
Oh, I don't know.
It's not Roger Corman's Fantastic Four.
That's what we all thought it was Fantastic Four. Because you know there was that one Fantastic Four one that was like made so they didn't lose the rights.
Yeah, that was the Roger Corman Fantastic Four. Yeah. I don't know. It was fan made and Stan Lee approved it.
But tell me how many points you're wagering.
I've already lost. I wagered all of them and I lost them.
It was Spider-Man versus Kraven the Hunter.
Really?
Which I've never heard of. I mean, I obviously that sounds rad, but it was what was Spider-Man versus Kraven the Hunter.
Oh, you had to answer in the proper.
My joke was I kept trying to say whichever one didn't make sense, so I was like, "Why is the Watchmen?"
All right, I got one. I got a trivia question.
Oh, we're doing Stump the Brag?
No, we're not. Oh, Jesus, Stump the Brag. I got a trivia question. I would need some time for Stump the Brag. Where can we get wonderful discounts on our favorite comic book collections and omnibuses and hardcovers?
Nicely done.
And please answer in the form of a question. In the form of a question.
What is organic prize books? No, I mean, what the hell am I talking about? What is Instocktrades.com? I just got done making my own.
Wait, sing the song with the mouth harp.
That's the one thing my wife looks forward to from this show. She tunes out until she hears the mouth harp. Then tunes
Hey,
back
I'll do
out.
it at the end.
Baby, this is your moment.
I apologize for goofing it up.
Here's the mouth harp.
Instocktrades.com, where you can get your collected editions from 30 up to 60% off some places. Don't forget your 2% loyalty discount. They just had a sale yesterday and the day before where you got 3% as a loyalty discount. And yeah, I use that. I bought some books. And they have a bunch of sales in November that are coming up, like weekly sales and Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales. Big sales are coming up at Instocktrades.com. We will keep you apprised of what's on sale. And we've got a new month. So there's going to be a new gift card winner. Instocktrades.com gives us a $50 gift card for Instocktrades.com credit at Instocktrades.com. $50 or more in an order gives you free shipping in the United States. Fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's Instocktrades.com. Right on.
I'm gonna copy that, like record it, and then copyright it. So whenever you do the mouth harp, I get 30 cents. Hey, my friend Comics Guy, did he get a card in the Just Brag trading card game? Because my bone to pick is there's a Jake from the Brave and the Boys trading card, and my mouth harp is 1. My mouth harp, because it's like a stat. So my mouth harp is 1. My strength is non-existent. I don't have a single positive stat in my thing, and I have bones to pick. So I want to know what your stats are.
I don't think Lou's been on the show, so I don't think. No, Gio's got a card. There's Bunk. There's
Bunk doctored his stats like crazy. His strength's an infinity sign. You know,
that sounds about right.
There's Peter. Astonishing Melanie. Chocolate milkshake. Jake. Here's Jake's.
Read him my stats. My mouth harp.
Omnibros on here. Yeah, I gotta get Lou on a Saturday night if he can do it. This is Jake's from Batter Days in the Batcave.
Wait, hold the picture again.
I love it.
Look at me rocking that Spectre shirt, and I've never read a Spectre comic in my life. I'm such a fraud.
Okay, and here's
collect Usagi Yojimbo.
There are his
1 out of 5 on mouth harp.
I love that. That's what you're disappointed about.
read him my special move. It's called Jason Todd Crowbar. Dude, did you ever hear that one time after a stream with Jess, my mom called me and she's like, because she watched one of my live streams, and she goes, "Sweetie, why does that man want to hit you with a crowbar?" I
think we should clarify. It wasn't just Jess.
It was the whole OmniBros audience.
Oh yeah, the chat voted.
I tried to get my Discord to raid your live stream to start voting no. So it's many people that want me to take a crowbar, but can I deadlift? At one time in my life, I could probably do 1. I could lift until I die.
I'm sure you can.
Or I can lift heavy omnis like this new one that came in.
Topic of conversation. DC versus Marvel.
I've never read this. I've heard cool stuff about it. I've seen images online. Is this actually good, or is it more of the gimmick that you're getting this for?
How I'll explain it from what I've read. I haven't read every story in it. It's nothing more than mindless fun, except for the X-Men one. That one I love, but it's such a brain hijack trip thing to be like, oh my god, there's Superman and Spider-Man on the same page. It doesn't need to be more than fun, you know. But then they went off on the X-Men Teen Titan storyline. That's where like the source wall comes from. They write like the most epic crossover ever. So it's definitely more than fun. It's like the Dark Phoenix saying I'm the Dark Phoenix and Darkseid going I'm Darkseid, and he's not even scared of the dark. It's so cool. It's so fun. But I will say that I haven't read the Amalgam stuff. I've heard that's a little bit less fun. That's a little more, tries a little too hard. But this one is just intoxicating fun. I didn't care which cover I got it. I wanted whatever came first. This is the Jim Lee variant cover. I will say that I think I liked the Jim Lee cover better before it was colored and inked. I think Superman looks a little funky. I don't know. But
Amalgam is the characters mushed together, like Batman and Wolverine equal Dark Claw, and
yeah. Neither of them will collect what's in the absolute JLA Avengers. That we don't know if that's ever getting reprinted, and we actually don't know what's going on with the Amalgam Omnibus because there was that Bleeding Cool story that said all 5,000 copies got irreversibly destroyed or irreversibly met. Yeah. So what it is there's only ever going to be one print run ever of both of these books. Yeah. And apparently these are like the most pre-ordered books ever. So they estimated between 3,000 and 5,000 copies printed of each one.
Okay.
And there was an irreversible, infixable printing mistake on Amalgam. So now it's pushed back to December 31st. But it's like, that's such a clearly a placeholder date. We don't know what's happening. So, the rumor is that those have been they have to start from scratch, and 5,000 books from scratch is a nightmare. So we'll see what happens with that. I don't know,
is it man, so it sounds like it's more than just a page or two that might have been messed up. Maybe
or their quality is just way stricter than Marvel. You know what I mean? Did you guys hear about my Spider-Man book?
Yeah.
That so everyone got the black costume Spider-Man book had one page that was repeated, right? So everyone missed a page, and Marvel decided we're going to give you a PDF page. So when I got the book in, people asked me, "Can you check your copy and see if you have that missing page, the repeated page?" And I'm flipping through and I can't find it. And then I found out my Omnibus was missing 17 pages across 2 different issues.
I blame Omar.
Yeah. I got a message from Omar being like, "Bro, why'd you put it on Reddit?" And I'm like, "I didn't
think." If for those that don't know, Omar is in charge of QC over there. Yeah, so if every single issue, especially at 3 a.m, he loves it when he gets those text messages and emails.
Everybody was like, "That's inexcusable. How upset are you?" And I was like, "Dude, if the worst part of my day is that I'm missing a few pages in a book that's just on my shelf that I'll probably never read, like I had a pretty good day." You know what I mean?
Sure.
But like I get it.
I say all that with love because I love Omar, and he's been going through it lately. But a peace and love to that guy, man.
Yeah.
So nothing but good vibes right now.
Okay, we have daylight savings time. Oh, Hondo is here. What up? Bar had her daylight savings time last Sunday. Muhammad doesn't understand daylight savings. We don't either.
Okay, so real quick, because I don't want to. It's Muhammad when we address him.
Yeah, he just shortens it to MD.
Okay,
you
cool.
Can say MD and he's fine with it, but it's Muhammad.
Okay, cool beans. I just wanted to know that.
Yeah. Our falling back is terrible. Morning's going to be darkness by the time I leave work too. I get it. Yeah, my wife hates it. It doesn't bother me, when it's 5 o'clock and then boom, all of a sudden it's dark and then you wake up in the dark. So I don't know. I just roll with it.
I don't like it, to be honest with you. I don't like it because I work in an office all day for my current job, and by the time I get out of work around 4:30, it's already getting dark, and I'm like, well, damn,
that was it.
There goes the whole day.
I get it.
It would wreck me leaving work and it being dark, but now this is the first year that I'm work from home, so I probably won't even notice it because I'm never going outside now. But leaving work when there's daylight, you feel like I could go out to dinner. I could go see a movie. Like the world is your oyster. But leaving work with the dark, you're like, I need a blanket. I need to go home. Like,
it's time to go to bed.
A dark world.
I feel like if I were to ever get a work from home job, I just would never be able to go back to the office thing because I'm not a social person just by nature. I don't like most people.
That's why we get along.
That's why, and the whole having to show up to the office and then when you have to attend meetings and do the whole, all right, guys, stand up and say one interesting thing in the name of. Oh God, do we really have to do this?
Yeah, it's the worst.
I've never been that person. My mindset for work has always been, and I get this from my father, is you just show up, you do what you have to do, you get paid, and then go home. And your home is really the real family thing. The whole we're office family. I'm just it's
office family.
We're an office family. I'm like, no, we're not.
They
I
had a
show up to do my 8 hours. I go home and you pay me. That's what it's like.
They had a Halloween costume party, lunch party yesterday, and they were like, "Jake, are you coming in? Are you coming in?" I'm like, "No." And then I asked my manager. I was like, "Hey, it would take me 30 minutes to drive there, 30 minutes to drive back, and it's an hour long. Does that mean if I work the entire shift, I can leave 2 hours early today?" And he's like, "That's not how it works." I'm like, if I had gone, that would have been 2 hours that I'm not contributing to the company.
I would just show up as the dude from The Big Lebowski, and then everybody would go, "Oh, you're wearing a costume." I'm like, "It's a costume day?"
Make sure you have that White Russian with you. That's part of the costume.
God.
Can I show you the best costume though from the costume party? It's amazing.
I would never dress up for work again if I worked from home. It would be t-shirt and shorts all day.
I'm wearing a sweater because I had to go in and film today because we have like a professional YouTube channel. And I called my wife on the drive home and I'm like, I haven't not worn Crocs this long before in weeks and my feet hurt. And she's like, welcome to the real world. I'm gonna send this picture to Jess. Jess, look at this amazing Pokemon Halloween costume. It's including a dog. He dressed up with his dog.
Are you sending it to the private chat or where are you sending it?
Oh, I just texted it to you. I didn't know how to send it.
Okay. Well, yeah, you can put it in the private chat. Let's see.
Okay, let me see.
My company's owner has been crazy this week. Actually,
no, don't read that one. What if he's watching? He just delivered right now. So that's him and his dog Walter, but they dressed up together for the costume.
And what? Okay, wait. I can. Let me open this with preview. There, that's
hey, you knew to open it with preview to share the screen.
How about that, man?
Good, man.
Window, this guy, and then you'll have to tell me what Pokemon this is.
Oh my god, why does that look like 2 megapixels? Let her go. Okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's great, right? That's his corgi dressed up as the Pokemon Cubone, and he was Ash Ketchum. So I thought that was such a great costume. So we're a very dog-friendly office. And that is his corgi Walter.
That's really cool.
Okay, I'm going to show you guys something that is that's actually pretty scary. And it's my wife saved my life for the second time. It was last night. Let me see if I can open this up.
She was like, stop making toast while you're taking a bath.
Yeah. Okay. So it's the third time she saved my life, including that. So, we got a lot of kids in our complex, but by about 8:15, it had been dead for half an hour. So we said, okay, let's turn off the lights and just go upstairs, downstairs, whatever. I hear the phone. I hear the doorbell ring, and I go, Patty, somebody's at the door. And she goes, well, I already put the candy away. Just don't answer it, and we'll be okay. And I'm like, okay. And let me show you who is out there. Our Ring took a picture.
Is it Tyler Blunt?
This is really scary. That's a real knife.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, that's creepy.
Is that a baby on him though? Like, is he?
I don't think it's a. We still have the video and we've been watching it, but there was nobody behind him. I'm not sure what this front part is. His face is completely covered, and he's waving around this kitchen knife. I don't know.
Lou, play along, Lou. Jess, there's no one in the photo. What are you talking about? Lou, do you see anybody in that photo? It's just his empty driveway.
I gotta say, Jess, you have a beautiful driveway, though. The lawn care man does a fantastic job.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, man. There's no one in the photo.
He edged up that sidewalk like a friggin' professional.
Yeah.
Jess.
Hey, chat, is there anybody in that photo or tell us?
Chat
Tell
is
us that.
real.
Yeah.
So yeah, can you imagine if I had opened the door to that? I just ignored it, and then she sent me this picture and said, "See what we could have had to deal with." I'm like, "Holy smoke!" So I
Here.
think this is ultra creepy, and it's actually scared Patty enough she doesn't want to go outside anymore. I mean, at night.
Can I show you on our morning Monday meeting? My coworker came in his costume, and it was the most terrifying thing I've ever seen. Look at this costume. To go in blind to a work meeting, you can add the screen in. Look at that thing.
Oh,
is that not frightening?
That's very effective.
that's like something out of The Ritual. Did you see
Yeah,
that movie?
Underneath the shirt was him wearing a dinner jacket because his whole philosophy is that your costume needs to have layers to your backstory, but also so his costume was you go to a nice dinner, he goes to get a bottle of wine, and he comes back in a ritual killer outfit. And I'm like, bro, you thought about this too hard.
Wow. Let me say this, Jess. I don't think in Florida somebody would try that with the knife because Florida is a stand your ground state, and people here in Florida use stand your ground.
Yeah.
Or you would see that not on Halloween, right? It would just be a Tuesday morning in December, and someone's there with a knife.
Oh yeah, that's true. It is Florida.
But I started thinking about that. Like, if I didn't open the door and he like stuck his knife in the screen and like started carving it down, I'd be justified in like going after him, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I don't know what your state law is, but yeah, absolutely.
I don't know what my state law is either. I haven't checked because I haven't had a trick-or-treater with a kitchen knife before. They're usually little children that want candy, not my life.
We talked about this last week. There is a certain
Wait, you
age.
talked about stand your ground laws last week?
No.
Okay.
There is a certain age where after that point, it's what are you doing trick-or-treating? You're a grown-ass man. Go buy your own candy.
Yeah.
I think Jess and I both agreed 13 is usually about the cutoff, right? Because you can get a part-time job, 14, maybe your parents lend you a credit card or a debit. You are old enough to get your own damn candy after 13.
We did have some, I would say 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds. They were very polite. They all said thank you, which is all I really care about.
Yeah.
They were very polite. So I don't really care, but I agree with you. Like, I don't think I went out to trick or treat by the time I was 15 or 16. I mean, when I had my driver's license, we were out committing mayhem. So that's, yeah.
Can we hear what kind of candy you gave out? Can you walk me through? So I'm a trick-or-treater. I say trick-or-treat at your door. What's the candy bowl look like?
Oh, we had 100 grand, the best candy ever.
My man, good job.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, Snickers, Milky Way, Twix.
You should have thrown in a few of the DC Compact comics in the bowl just to.
There are people that do put out comics, and that's not a bad idea. Like Curtis Findlay does it. There's a guy.
Oh my gosh, I got it, Joel. I got it. Get the comic and then your business card to your YouTube channel, so you're just getting new viewers.
That's not a terrible idea.
That's a good idea.
Why this old guy?
See, I'm in marketing. Why do you think I'm in marketing?
This is just handing out Spider-Man Bloodline to kids. Here you go, kid.
Okay,
I think most of us
probably take a read again.
I think the bigger
what
crime
comic you giving out on Halloween.
I think the bigger crime would be handing out Spider-Man Bloodline to kids versus razor blades. I think I would rather the kid get a razor blade.
Remember to check your kid's candy. I just opened this 100 grand bar and found a copy of Spider-Man Bloodlines inside.
Oh my god!
Let's see. Twix. Did I say Twix? Three Musketeers.
Did you give out the left side or the right side?
What?
That's Twix's whole thing. Do you eat the left side or the right side?
Wait, what?
I don't.
That's Twix's whole You don't. Split
I only split them apart if they're big. These were compact size.
I did compact comic size.
Compact comic size. We also had peanut and regular M&Ms, which I stole all the peanut M&Ms and stuck them in the freezer. And you know what would be really good? And this is why I'm glad my wife didn't get it. Like Butterfinger and Almond Joy and Mounds. Those are my 3 favorite candy bars plus 100 grand.
I don't like Almond Joys. They don't do anything for me, but Butterfingers.
Well, we're
do.
talking about me right now. Okay.
You're supposed to give the candy out to the kids and the men with knives.
Am I really? I mean, if I get Butterfinger and the coconut chocolate stuff, that's mine.
Yeah, so the wife and I we went out last minute because my wife was saying, "Hey, we should go get some candy because some kids might show up." And I'm like, "Sweetie, we never have kids show up. It's not that area."
And you didn't take your toddler out?
We did it last weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the previous weekend our neighborhood had a
Oh, that's right. You said
yeah,
that didn't happen.
they had a whole big thing where a bunch of stores on this area that we live in, they were handing out candy and stuff like that. Dude, it was slammed to the gills. There were so many kids and so many people walking around that area. It was
Last
actually really
weekend?
cool. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
actually really cool seeing all the kids and stuff like that. Just because nobody ever comes to this specific part of the neighborhood because it's a lot of older people. So we went last night to go get candy. Everything sold out except, guess which candy?
Don't say
Almond
Almond
Joys.
Joy and
Almond
Mounds.
Joys.
No,
Necco wafers and black licorice.
candy corn.
Ah,
There was
Gio's
no black
favorite.
licorice, but you can get stocked shelves full of candy corn.
That is like
I actually unapologetically love candy corn, but I bought one bucket of it this year, and it was the worst candy corn I've ever tasted. Jordan came over, and I said, "Hey, try this," and he goes, "That doesn't taste like candy corn. What is that?" And I'm like, "Okay, we'll toss it." But I needed a second opinion to make sure that the candy corns didn't taste right.
I think one of the issues with it is it tastes good at first, but then it gets super sweet after a while.
It's never good.
And Gio last year ate it with peanuts, and it was good. I think we did a show, and he did it. I think he did it on Monday night last year, and so he unapologetically loves candy corn. Gio does.
I don't. Gio, God bless him. I love Gio. But there are some times when I'm just like, why? Why are you the way you are, Gio?
Just the candy corn.
He hated Coco.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And Inside Out. He felt nothing when Bing Bong died. How do you
Wait, Bing Bong died?
Sort of. He got left behind.
He's died. Bing Bong died. Okay.
Well, he had to, so the girl would grow up, but that was painful. He also doesn't like the first 10 minutes of Up.
Does he not have a heart? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, we all wonder. He's the nicest guy, but we're like, little dark soul, black heart.
I feel like, so about us with Halloween this year, we've been celebrating Halloween since September 1st. Since September 1st, we have watched at least one horror movie or spooky TV show every day. And we've been eating, ate all the Halloween cereals. We were eating spooky nuggets, which were dino nuggets shaped like Halloween themes.
That's fun.
By the time Halloween rolled around, we did nothing on Halloween day. Like we watched like one movie and finished Agatha, and I think I ate one Reese's peanut butter cup, and that was our Halloween. It felt so lackluster, but the buildup was amazing. And then by the time Halloween hit, we were, I guess, over it. You know, it was kind of.
That's awesome that you celebrated 2 full months of Halloween.
That is.
I know.
Let's see. Earth's Geomancer's Mail. I've been watching since early summer, so still fairly new as a viewer. Listen to you all while I work in the garden after work. Nice. Good to meet you, Earth's
I tried that, but when my plants heard the sound of OmniBros fighting over Costco pie, they died. They withered. You guys make my plants wither.
That sounds about right.
Depression is horrible. I'm sorry you suffer from that, Jess, but getting the help you need and deserve is so important. Thank you. I appreciate that, Kane. Jaggernaut from the Great White North, welcome. The feeling of not doing the things that you love because you can't even bring yourself to do them is horrible. I hope you feel better soon. I appreciate that. I also didn't mean to burden the chat with my issues, but it's just, I feel at this point like people deserve to know why there were no videos this month when I had planned on doing a lot of videos. So, I mean, it'll get fixed somehow eventually, you know. And
Okay.
I'm fine when I'm on the air. I like talking to people. So that's that probably throws people off a little bit. I feel fine when I'm on the air.
Yeah.
My two quick thoughts about that. One, I still think you should make Halloween or horror themed comic book content. I guarantee you the chat will back me up. They would watch 10 DC horror omnibuses even after Halloween. You know what I mean? So you don't have to stress so out about the time. I know you had a lot of good ideas. People still like spooky season all of fall, you know. And two, since I went sober, this is what I do when I feel depressed. I go to Target with a credit card and a dream, and I just browse.
Oh no, that is.
But what I'm really sad about is that
that's me. Oh,
me and my wife call it. We're gonna go. The only thing on our list is to buy some dopamine, you know. But I started collecting. We got a 4K player after Target and Best Buy dropped out of physical media, so now I can't browse because I hate that. Like you can't go into a store and buy an Omni unless it's a comic book store, and then you pay double the price than would it be on Instocktrades. But I want to have a hobby where I can go browse an aisle and buy something in person, you know. But
Legos.
I know, but we stopped doing Legos when we got 3 cats. They don't jive.
Oh,
yeah,
you gotta choose. We gotta choose. Which we have the giant Harry Potter Lego castle in our bedroom, and I have a few around my room. But other than that, cats don't work with Legos very well.
Gosh, that's right. I do have some Lego sets that I should be building.
This is a dangerous road we're going down right
now. I already own them.
Wait. Do you have the Daily Planet? Not the Daily Planet. What's the Spider-Man Daily Planet? The Daily Bugle?
I do.
Have you seen the Batman animated series one that looks like art on the wall?
I haven't. I've seen something really dangerous. That's the X Mansion. That looks really dangerous. It's $300, which is a fair price. I mean, I could ask for that for Christmas, or I could get a subwoofer. So I have to be careful here. That will be my only present.
Use my discount, man. My wife got mad because she hates our subwoofer, and I brought home a second one.
My man.
She calls it the boom boom, and she doesn't like it.
The boom boom.
I used to have a really good home theater, but I got rid of it when I moved in with my wife now. So once we get out of here, man, that's one of the things I look forward to is eventually kind of putting together a nice home theater again. I miss it a lot.
That has been like I have been doing no reading lately because my wife finally. Oh no! Did Jess tell you about the next time I got hate on Reddit? I was so excited to post my 4K movie haul on Reddit because I finally got a 4K player. I bought like 30 4K movies, and I posted like my wife let me get a 4K player, so I had to buy some movies. 50 comments of people saying your wife's boyfriend doesn't have to ask for a 4K player.
Oh my god!
And I was like, it was like, get a job. Do you have a race car bed? I'm like, don't married couples. Like, I'm Icarus. I'd fly too close to the sun. She helps me not spend all of our money. So she tells me like, hey, let's wait a few weeks on the 4K player. And because she knows it's not just the 4K player, it's the 4K player and then every movie I ever want. You know what I mean? So she has to like help me wait a few weeks, you know, save up some money. And just the level of like viral sexism I got, where it was like
it started right from when you posted. There wasn't any.
The first comment, bro. There was like one guy that says none of you are married, obviously, but the rest were like, get a job and stop living with mommy. And I was like, bro, it's like $250 for a 4K player and like $20 a movie. Like,
Jake, okay,
that's a big purchase.
I
gotta get off Reddit.
Yeah, that's the answer.
Yeah, since
I'm a glutton for punishment.
Since you are our Jason Todd, I'm going to be your Nightwing to Jess's Batman. And as your Nightwing, I'm going to recommend you stay off of Reddit.
Reddit doesn't like me.
What
one guy said, I love the Omnis in the background. And I go, oh, I have a channel. He's like, hey, I follow your channel. So that was the one positiveness in the ocean of sexism.
Reddit, Twitter, all that stuff, just stay off it, man. Just
I'm a social media manager. I have no choice.
Yeah. Oh god.
I run my company social media, competitors social media. You know, I have no choice but to be online.
Bless your heart. I can't. No, I can't. Oh my god.
Did anyone see Peacemaker?
Yeah, we
love-
both
you guys
did.
watch
We both
Peacemaker?
loved it.
I love.
I'm the cow in Peacemaker, and the
Oh,
internet is sucking my content out of me.
I'm so glad that sentence went where it went. It's like, oh God, Gio, we're gonna have to cut something out from the show. I was getting ready to send that message to Gio. Good Lord.
So to bring it back, what do you think of the
Omnibros
Lego
after
set?
dark, coño.
What do you think about this Lego set?
Well, now it's you piece it together and it's like wall art.
It's like 3D wall art of Gotham
Okay.
City. Look, it comes with a little Harley. And is that what are the minifigs?
Oh, this is the movie, which we probably get demonetized for. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So you build it onto a board.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh yeah, here's little Harley. What up, baby?
That's cool. I like this.
Let's see. I haven't seen how
I
many.
like the next picture of them with in front of someone.
Oh
That's a
yeah.
good size. That's a good size, right?
That
That
is
in the
that looks
background of
really
your screen?
nice. That looks really nice. Those colors are sharp.
Yeah, dude, that contrast.
Yeah. There it is. That
You know-
looks cool.
You know you want to
What?
just.
I do.
Plus, couldn't you say it's a tax deduction for your LLC?
Ooh.
Well, if I make a video of my putting it together over a period of time,
Could that be a live stream? I'll get a Lego set, you get a Lego set, and we'll just build Legos and answer the chat's questions.
Riley and I have talked about doing the X Mansion or the Batmobile together. And I'm like, but Riley would put it together in like 45 minutes, whereas it would take me 2 weeks.
I know my wife does my Legos for me.
Yeah, Riley almost has like this Rain Man level of ability with Legos.
He sees all the pieces in his brain and he's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, and he goes really quickly. And I would like to draw it out. Oh, this is really cool.
Lego stickers are the bane of my existence because I can never get them not crooked.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
I've been there.
Oh, we got a super chat.
Hit him with the hi.
That means you can take $2 off the price of this Lego.
Jimmy Owens with this $2 super chat.
Oh, Jimmy, let me jump to him. I haven't talked to Jimmy in feels like years. Oh boy, I missed a lot of comments. Sorry, I'm so far behind. Jimmy, welcome. Good to see you. It's been way too long.
Hope you are all well. Jimmy Owens, $2 super chat. Thank you so much, sir. We appreciate your super chat.
Elon's here. I want that Lego Joker figure so I can remove his limbs.
Morbid. Hey, when you highlight comments, I'm covered. I'm like Mike Wazowski in.
Oh, sorry. That's not worth $300 in my opinion.
Let's get up.
Okay. You'll live a happier life when you stop posting on Reddit. NFL dude with the exactly true empty Magic the Gathering cards. I feel like it will feel like a real hobby with all the money leaving the bank. And unlike Lego, you wouldn't realize how all the money goes away in small portions until it's too late.
There was a very dark time in my life where Magic the Gathering was a very big money pit in my wallet.
What was your main deck? What colors?
It was it's green, blue, green.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Did you like playing one-on-one, or did you like playing that Commander where it was like a group?
One-on-one, and I used to also have a Goblin deck. I used to love playing Goblins just
Nice.
because it was really fun. They're a fun class to pick. But
when I played Magic, I was red, black, burn.
Red, black? Okay. Yeah, I haven't played Magic in so long.
What does that say about me as a person that I was red, black?
But
Rodimus, doesn't this look good on the wall though? Look how cool that looks.
I've mentioned this before on the show. The one thing that I know I cannot fall down that rabbit hole is Warhammer. Because if I fall down the Warhammer rabbit hole, it's going to be bad. I just know.
Is that the little figures, the little soldiers and stuff?
Yes. So I just stay away from it, just because I know myself, and Warhammer would just be horrible for me.
So
I played it. It's fun, but no.
Are you also into physical media? I know that you do a lot of your comic reading digitally, but like, do you watch physical movies or?
Yeah, Lee. I mean,
Nice.
Lou has one of the biggest 4K collections you're gonna see.
Can I show you the 4Ks I hauled this week? You want to see the 4Ks I hauled?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead, man.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay, well, you're gone. We're going to talk about Elon saying the most disappointing thing I've ever eaten is a Hershey's chocolate bar whilst in the U.S.
Oh.
I stopped it. Ooh, yeah. Elon, I didn't realize the world laughs at USA chocolate. Here's the thing I found out. Our chocolate is different than European chocolate. It's purposely different for our taste buds. Europeans come over and they eat our chocolate, and it literally, truly tastes like vomit to them. It has that flavor.
I believe it.
Like, you know how I like root beer, but some places can't. People from South America and Japan can't drink root beer because it tastes like medicine to them.
Yes.
So the Western European and Scandinavian countries have a different palate for chocolate, and that's why Elon couldn't stand our chocolate. No Europeans can, because it's formulated differently.
Okay.
And so I get it, Elon, why you didn't. William Lee, Hershey's are so iconic. It's the only chocolate I don't enjoy, and I'm a chocoholic. Yeah, and I bet the Hershey's is different in the UK, right?
I'd be down to go to the theme park. Have you guys heard about the Hershey's theme park?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, Hershey, Pennsylvania. We've been wanting to go there. It's not very far from us.
That sounds to me like the European stomach cannot comprehend the amount of awesomeness inside of an American chocolate bar. That's okay. That's all right.
Okay, so I got a couple movies this week. I stopped buying comics completely. Any comics that I get now are usually provided for me, so I don't have to spend money on them, which is awesome. An awesome problem to have. But I got bored, so I'm now going a little crazy on a new collection. So these are the ones I got this week. Up first, Grub had a big sale, so I got Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Ooh, Gio would love that.
Yeah, Gio.
It looks awesome. I know a lot of people hate 3D. The Blu-ray has the 3D version. My projector's 3D, so I wish this had 3D, but it is 4K, black and white. It looks great.
Nice, man.
Then I got the Steelbook of the Boy and the Heron.
Nice.
So
I have not seen it yet.
Love this.
Steelbook. I love Steelbooks.
Then I got The Vitch.
Oh, yeah. I need to see that.
Such an awesome movie because it's not scary. There's just something amiss. And then you see like the trees rustling. So something's just not right. Then I got the Steelbook of Twisters. This is one of my favorite movies of the year. It's just popcorn fun, but it's great fun.
I need to see that. I still haven't seen it yet.
This week, my wife asked me if she could buy a Steelbook. So I said, of course. She bought herself The Ring because she saw The Ring for the first time a few weeks ago and she loved it. I'm whatever about The Ring. I asked her, if you buy The Ring, can I get the whole collection of Ringu? And she said no. So then we got Nightmare on Elm Street.
What was the 7 days or what was that?
This is The Ring.
The Ring.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, the American. I'm of the opinion the American version is better than the original.
Really? Okay.
I like it better than Ringu. I like. Paul Verhoeven really did a better job. I mean, I prefer it over the original Japanese version. That's just my.
So
tell
me if we made the right choice. We were between springing for the Ring collection because I heard the sequels aren't good. I haven't seen the sequels, or getting this Ring and Steelbook, and we got just the Ring and Steelbook versus the Ring collection because I don't remember the sequels being any good.
I have the Ring collection, just because at the time that was the way.
That's what they do. They bundle the movies with the subpar ones first because the Ring didn't come out till last week.
Right. So I have the Ring collection. I love the first one. The second one's not that good, to be honest with you. The third one, I still haven't seen it. I have it, and I just haven't sat down with it. But I've got it. I've got the full set. And the second one has its moments, but to be honest with you, it's not that good.
So now this one is one of my favorite horror movies of all time, and I had to pay a lot of money because I don't think it had a U.S. release, but it follows. I think it has the best soundtrack of any horror movie ever.
Great.
That's the second sight version, right? I have the box set. I love this.
Yeah. It was like $20 more, and it came with like a poster. But I figured if I saved the money, I could buy a different movie on top of it, So, but I love It Follows. I am pumped for They Follow when that comes out soon.
you say you have the music?
Oh, I love the music. Do you have the record?
Right here, dude.
There we go.
I love it,
Disaster
bro.
Piece. Dude, you know what you'd love then? Get the soundtrack to the game he composed called Hollow something. Hold on. It's
I
let me
love
see
it.
what game he did.
Oh.
Disaster Piece game.
Oh, it's purple. I just found out. Ooh, I love colored vinyl. I just
Hyper
found
Light
out.
Drifter. Yeah.
Sorry?
It's called Hyper Light Drifter. Disaster Piece, who's the artist that did the It Follows soundtrack, did the soundtrack for a 16-bit game. So it just sounds like everything you love about classic video games, but it's just amazing. Get Hyper Light Drifter.
All right, I'll try it on YouTube first.
Then
Ace.
I had never watched an Evil Dead movie until this September.
Really?
And what drove me to no end is that you can know, because I have a giant digital movie license collection, whatever you want to call it. I got maybe like 500 on iTunes, and you can't buy Evil Dead on iTunes anymore. And that's what really pushed me to want to go down physical movies. So I got this one. I had to import from Zavi because it's no longer sold in America.
That's true.
Where did you get these? Where did you get all these?
So what's nice about 4K movies is they're region free. So I don't think this Blu-ray will work in my player, but the 4K is region free. Sorry, I know you're an experienced physical collector. I'm new to all this.
Where did you get all these?
This one I got from Zavi. This one I got off Target because Target had their buy two get one, 50% off sale, and you can do the Target hack to make everything 33% off.
Okay.
So you order 3 of these and then you cancel 2 and you basically get it for a third off. Works on Omnis too. Then Army of Darkness, because this one's not, you can't stream this in 4K. It's only streams in HD. So the only way to watch it in 4K is on this one, and this is the Steelbook from, I believe this is just Amazon.
Okay.
Then my favorite one is Evil Dead. So this is done by the director who just did Romulus.
This is the remake. That's a good one.
This is the remake. This is the best one. You want to watch the unrated version, and the unrated version only streams in HD. So this Shout Factory version is the only way to get the unrated version in 4K. And it is awesome, and I think the best of the bunch. And then lastly, Evil Dead Rise.
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
It's okay. It's I mean, it's not the best. Then off the Criterion sale, I got Night of the Living Dead in 4K. So
nice.
I got 2 left. Then I'm done. I know there was a lot. Then I got Alien.
I don't know what this says about me that every single movie you pulled out, I'm like, yeah, I own that. I own that.
It means we get along, dude. It means we get along, And then lastly, this took forever to come to me, but I got Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, cool.
Okay, are you so into physical movies? You bought both versions of the Steelbook of this? Because
so here's the thing. Here's the thing with that. I had it pre-ordered. And I was this close from pulling the trigger until, for whatever reason, they never dropped the price on it. Usually if you order ahead of time,
it's like $60, right?
Yeah, they'll drop the price on it. And eventually, I had both of them, and I'm like, oh, fuck this! I'm not paying $60 for per Steelbook, so $120.
Oh, you would have got both.
I was considering it because I thought, okay, well, if they drop the price to about 30 to 35, which is normal. I'd consider it just to have the collection. But then I was like, no, never mind. So I just ended up getting the standard release. And I was like, all right, I'll pay $30. And that was it.
Do you blame Disney or do you blame Sony for
Disney.
The price?
No,
okay, because I know Sony handles their 4K movies now.
They just do the distribution. That's all they do. They just handle the distribution. The mastering is still, my understanding is the mastering is still done by Disney. But they just handle the distribution. Now, there is an argument to be made now because they're putting Dolby Vision into the disc, finally. And there's some people that are going, well, that might be Sony's influence and stuff like that, which, cool. I'm fine with it. But, we're seeing a price hike on all the stuff that Disney is putting out for whatever reason. They just announced a whole bunch of Steelbooks for
Wave 3, right? Of the TV shows.
Yes, and the price is now higher than what you pay for Wave 1 by about $20 a pop. I'm just like,
Do you think it's because they want to say you could buy this one 4K of Hawkeye for $70 or Disney Plus for $8 a month? You know, like, do you think they're trying to price people out? Because
no,
I'm brand new to this hobby, and all the internet is doom and gloom on physical movies. They're like $60 for Deadpool Wolverine. The hobby is dead. And I was like, did I join the hobby at the wrong time?
no. The hobby actually now is a great time because a lot of stuff is getting put out by more boutique labels like Second Sight, Arrow, Vinegar Syndrome, and stuff like that. I just think Disney is capitalizing because they realized, oh, there is a very niche market, and they will pay the premium for this stuff because they don't want to deal with streaming, which I'm the sucker. So there's that.
What makes me feel good, and unless she's lying to me to make me feel better, because my history is I worked at Best Buy for 6 years in the home theater department, Magnolia.
Mm-hmm.
So I have what I consider, and plus I work in hi-fi now. I'm very critical about picture and sound quality. We got a projector recently, so we have a full home theater now, and it's not just the picture quality, but audio on streaming is neutered, dude, to the point where I feel like half my speakers aren't being used half the time.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? So when we got the 4K player, we put movies in. She was blown away at how they looked on the projector. So when your wife approves of it, it's like there is a difference.
Appearance wise, a lot of people probably won't pick up too much of the difference, but you can tell if you've got a variable streaming. If your internet is,
I make her jump back and forth between the stream and between the 4K movies, so she can. Yeah,
the real difference is in the audio, where you have compressed audio and uncompressed audio, and you get the full effect. I'm talking to like
I couldn't do in ceiling in my apartment, but I mounted speakers pointed down from my ceiling, so I have full Atmos.
I want a full Atmos setup, but not right now,
dude. And what's cool is like I can just take gear from work. So I told work, I was like, hey, do you see that Marantz Cinema 60, which is like a $4,000 receiver? I was like, we have an open box in the warehouse. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, I'm going to take it home for the weekend. It's been 6 months and it's still at my house. And the manager was like, hey, are you going to bring that back? And I'm like, nope, but I'm taking a subwoofer.
See, I want speakers and stuff like that because that's what I used to have. But I have a toddler now. And if I were to do that, that speaker would be on the floor within about a week, if that. So that's a no-go right now, and it's just as a space thing. Space is at such a premium right now. I just can't do it.
We're trying to move soon, and I can't find a place that will let me have a room for comics and a room for home theater. So there'll be some changes when we move.
Okay, here's my 2 cents. You have to compromise a little bit for space for certain things. I can't, just because of the space we live in, I can't have movies and comics and hardcovers and stuff like that just all over the place because we just don't have the space. So I compromised and I was like, well, I've got a tablet. I've got a Marvel Unlimited subscription. I've got the DC subscription. I'm good with that.
Do you got Hoopla?
I don't use Hoopla. No, I need to. Just has turned me on to Hoopla before.
I
swears by it.
I signed up for an online library card for Ohio, and that's how I got Hoopla. And like it's so that'll handle all your indie books.
Yeah, they're making me show up in person to renew my library card.
What?
And it's
the DMV.
I know. I need to call them about that. I'm like, what? It's a different county. Maybe it's because it's a different county. It's not my county. I had to go out of county to get it. But I think I'm gonna call and see if I can renew it over the phone.
Yeah,
that sounds.
Is there
crazy.
like a written test you have to do? Like
I don't know to get it I don't know. That surprised me. And I have like 30 days to do it. So
Jake, I'm gonna give you some advice, man. If you're looking for imports and stuff like that, don't go through Amazon. I'm gonna give you I know
Amazon's not good to go through, but
go through Orbit DVD. Orbit DVD is great. Yeah, Orbit is fantastic. I order from them all the time. They do pre-orders and they're shipping. So for a comparison's sake, Orbit DVD is the IST of movies. They are that good.
Packaging?
They are that good. No, they are really that good. I've never had an issue with them, and I've been ordering them with them for years at this point.
I'll definitely look into that. The next one I want to get is Shout Factory has this new steelbook of Escape from New York, which I've never seen, but
Comes
my
out-
coworker is in that movie. So
Really?
have you guys seen Escape from New York?
I fucking love Escape from New
I
York.
like
So
Escape
you know
from
the
New
scene
York.
where someone shoots Snake Plissken with a crossbow?
Yeah.
That's my coworker.
Really?
Yeah, Joel Bennett. So he loves to say that Kurt Russell quit smoking that day, so he bummed cigarettes for him all night long. Because he's like, oh, I just quit cigarette. Can I bum a cigarette? And he said he smoked like half a pack of his cigarettes all night. But
How
he was an actor. So this is
That
my
movie's like 40 years ago, wasn't it?
yeah, he's your age, man.
Yeah.
So you can
Okay.
work, you can be any age. But like
That makes sense.
he used to be in a comic, so I showed him how to buy what Omnis were. So he bought a Legion of Superhero Omni because he didn't know about Omnis, you know. So he was into comics back in the day. So Conan was his favorite. So I'm trying to talk him into getting that Conan omnibus because I gave him he likes the old the colored one. But he was the one that shot Snake Plissken with the crossbow. So I want to get that. I want to get that one because it comes with a poster, I think, and have him sign it just because I think it'd be fun.
I haven't seen Escape from New York in a very. I love Escape from New York. It's such.
Is it good? I've never seen it.
Really?
Oh, it's really good. It's better
good.
than Escape from LA, I think.
Well, there is no Escape from LA.
Okay.
Can I show you guys one panel inside this omnibus that I think is rad?
Sure, man.
So this is the one I was talking about. Look at that. This is the first thing they came up with when they were writing the story. Just Dark Phoenix and Darkseid, and neither of them being scared of each other.
I would put money on Darkseid on this.
Really? I feel like Dark Phoenix is an ancient force that
She goes, who summons Dark Phoenix? And he goes, I, Darkseid. So this book's
Really?
just a lot of so much fun, man.
Against the Omega Beam? The I beams, just?
I don't know. I've always been scared of the Dark Phoenix for some reason. Going back to the picture I showed, I would call the cops on that guy in the photo. That was my wife considered that. Why is a grown-ass man trick-or-treating? Don't know. The purge was going on last night at Jess's complex. I'm spooked. Yes, I was too. I would be scared too if someone dressed up as a plant seemed so realistic. I don't know what he was. I'm glad I stopped caring about Halloween. Maybe it was just Cycle Cleveland messing with you, Jess. Hacker Arcade, welcome to the show. After 13, it's time to start handing it out.
Can we highlight Earth Geomancer's recent comment at 609? Because I feel like this is a good conversation.
609?
Sorry, 909 time zone. I see it in my
909.
time.
Yeah, sorry, I'm way behind on everything. Wait, Juice Dragons? What's happening here?
It's right above Jewish Dragons.
I agree that U.S. Ring is better than the original. I think the director was Gore Verbinski. You said 90 something? Okay.
909. It's the third most recent comment. When me
and
this
one?
Yes. It is better to watch older movies in 4K because they were shot on film and there's more data to pull from. When it gets weird is that era of digital movies because those were shot and those are like upscaled. So I think film movies look better. Like Night of the Living Dead is gonna look awesome. Creature from the Black Lagoon looked incredible. More like because there's so much more information to pull from, I think.
Yep. Texas Chainsaw Massacre looks amazing.
So we watched that last night on streaming, and it was so dark I couldn't see anything. But I also had never seen it before, so I didn't want to drop like $40 on the disc.
If I didn't know never seen Texas Chainsaw?
No, the only one I've seen is the 3D one.
Oh my god!
Because when we first got our
I'm disgusted. Jess, can we boot him? Oh my god!
That was so mean.
Okay, sorry. Bye.
Oh no, we will not stand for that in this house.
We were trying out. We love horror movies. That's our favorite genre, and there's very few readily available 3D horror movies.
I would rather you call my Homeland a pile of garbage than tell me you watched the Chainsaw 3D.
It was cool. The chainsaw was sticking out of the screen at us.
Oh, yeah.
Elon has a question for me. Does he mean the new? Do you mean the new finest editions? Because they are sending me them early, which is exciting. I don't know about the gallery editions. What those are?
There's a artist edition that I just saw. I did the November collected essential collected editions, and there's a DC Goes to War artist edition. Joe Kubert, Jack Kirby, Alex Toth, and Russ Heath all doing war art, and I was like, oh dear, this looks really good, but it's way too big and it's way too expensive. I better not.
Yeah, I'm not really into oversized books.
Yeah,
you can make room, Jess. That's all.
I don't want to.
Look to your left. Is it a support wall?
Stop it.
These are my. I love the books that are so big they don't fit on a calyx.
If it's not a support wall, you can make room.
Today I discovered a company called Fantasy Box. They do empty steel books for movies and games. That's kind of
cool.
fun.
That's cool.
Shots fired on Hershey's chocolate. We are now at DEFCON 4.
So when we built the theater, I spent a bunch of money building like a candy and popcorn section for my wife.
Oh, it's so cool.
The only thing that we didn't make a dent in was the Hershey's.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like Hershey's is good when there's no other candy, I feel like. You know what I mean? Like
it changes when you put almonds in it. Then it's next level with almonds in it.
I'm not a fan of the almond Hershey.
Oh, okay.
If I want a dark chocolate bar, I just want dark chocolate. I just want a Hershey's dark chocolate.
Oh, I'm talking about milk chocolate with almonds.
Okay.
American chocolate, European chocolate is a lot milkier than our chocolate. I have that Lego set in my comic room. Xbox by Degrees. The Batman Adventures one? That does look pretty boss.
Did you guys think of any dream crossovers, or did we miss the boat on that one?
No, we can do the topic here in a sec. Everybody's digging your talk about 4K Blu-rays, everything else. But like you said, get some videos or write it off on your taxes. I like the way you guys are thinking.
I'm scared for my taxes this year. I thought it'd be fun that I made money on YouTube now, but now I have to pay taxes on it. And I started selling off books, and PayPal is quick to be like, give me your tax info.
Wait, what was I already FOMOing on? We're talking about Hershey's chocolate too. Are we talking about the Batman Adventures Lego?
Because he's talking about me saying the support wall. You can knock that sucker down, man.
I don't have a lot of space for art anymore. But
I don't know. I feel like you have space for books, dude. I saw an order you placed for like $800 worth of books the other day, and I was like, oh my god, he bought a lot of books.
That was all credit though.
Oh, okay.
I paid.
I thought you just dropped 8 bills on books, bro. I was like, Jess is buying that dopamine.
That was 6 months worth of credit for that other company.
Okay.
That I got.
Yeah.
And it's coming in bunches. It's coming in multiple boxes. Okay, yeah, you're right, Kane. But I have the Daily Bugle. I still have the Rusty Biscuit from Mandalorian to build. That was a gift from my wife.
What's the
I
Rusty
really
Biscuit?
need to build that.
Which one's the Rusty Biscuit?
His ship.
Is that what it's called?
No.
Oh, you know what? I built his new ship, like the Naboo one, the Naboo Starfighter.
I haven't seen. Is that from season 3?
One of the newer seasons, he gets a new ship. So I built the newer ship, not the older ship.
I definitely got the one from the first season.
The newer ship is, in the first movie they had the yellow Naboo Starfighters. It's like that, but silver. Like they remaster one of those.
Does Jake or Lou own the best movie ever made in 4K? Of course, I am speaking of 1986 Transformers the movie.
No, I don't have it. I want to get it, but I have a very long list of other stuff that I want to get first.
There isn't a day that goes by that Lou doesn't highlight, and I am not exaggerating. Lou doesn't highlight something in the chat that's a movie, and he's like, I can't wait for this, or
Yeah, no, that's
I
true.
am so getting this.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's
And
true.
then Gio's constantly dropping 30 obscure Japanese Nintendo Switch games in there too.
Yep.
How many shows do I got to be on to get added to the chat? Because I want to be a part of that chat. That sounds fun.
God bless him, because only him and Omar know about these games, and it's like one game that was released in the summer of '92 in Japan for about a week, and him and Omar are like, yeah, I can't wait to get it. I'm just sitting there going, I have no fucking clue what Kabutsi-kun number 3 is.
There's side-scrolling pixie animes, something, but they love them.
They do, and I think that's awesome.
Oh, me too. Awesome. I love seeing how excited they get about it.
Yeah. Gio doesn't get excited about much anymore because I think he's dead inside. But when he does get excited for these weird, obscure Japanese games, I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
But I like that chat from Brian 12ish.
With this one, I think it's really the Razor Crest for some reason.
Yeah, it's Razor Crest. But I'm going to call it Rusty Biscuit from now on.
Good. That's what I call it. Next month, Cine, welcome. Next month, Criterion Collection. Ooh, 7 Samurai for release. Lou?
My favorite film of all time. I am not getting the Criterion version because it does not have HDR. I'm getting the BFI version, which I'm going to have to import through Orbit DVD because it does come with the HDR version.
Orbit DVD, fantastic packaging, Orbit DVD. Hey, boing, boing.
If they want to pay me, please do. But I'm getting the BFI version, so that's going to be nice.
Wait, can we Facebook chat more and we'll send each other movies that we buy? Because I'm new to this hobby and don't have any friends. The people on Reddit made me feel sour about the hobby.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah. Go. I mean, you can message me anytime you want. Just I'm notoriously pretty bad at responding to messages and text. I have a lot going on right now, so you can ask Jess. Some days they'll hit me up on the chat, on the group chat, with a message, and it'll take me almost a full day to respond back just because I'm busy.
That's okay. Yeah, I live in today's society where it takes 2 to 3 business days. Not even.
Yeah, man, you can message me anytime you want. I'm cool with that.
The Thing is also awesome in 4K. That was one of the best ones we watched.
The Thing looks incredible in 4K.
Here you go, Elon. I own this. John Carpenter is an amazing musician.
Oh my god, dude!
That's why I feel like he uses so effectively in his movies. Every one of his movies, but. Yeah. The Thing 4K, I don't know what it was, man, but like there was no bass on the soundtrack in the Thing.
John Carpenter is what I aspire to be when I'm older, because all he does all day now is smoke weed and watch and play video games. That's literally John Carpenter what he does these days. I'm like, God bless you, John Carpenter.
Did you see that like they found his Letterboxd account and it's just a bunch of
I haven't seen that.
It's great. His Letterboxd seems awesome.
Yeah. John Carpenter has become kind of crotchety also in his old age, and I'm all here for it because he tells you what he thinks. So
I haven't seen They Live, though. Is that good?
They Live is fantastic.
They Live is great.
It's fantastic. It's Roddy Piper. It's got an amazing fight with Keith David where they just go at it for, I think, like 10 minutes?
Oh, yeah. It's the most epic fight scene ever. And I love that movie. I don't know what it got critically or what fans thought of it. I think fans loved it, but I don't know what critics thought of it. But I love the whole concept of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They Live is a classic, man. Roddy Piper, you would not think, because he comes from a wrestling background, and back then the whole wrestling turned to actor was like, oh, great. But he's great. He's great in it, man. I love They Live. I think it's one of John Carpenter's best films. I have the Steelbook, and I love the Steelbook.
I have, good grief. I own so much John Carpenter. Elon, here's the second one of Lost Themes. And here is They Live.
Oh, nice. I've seen the trailer, so that's the sunglasses that like lets them see what's underneath
Exactly.
them.
Yeah. Good. I have so.
Did that line come from Duke Nukem first? Like the "I'm here to chew bubblegum and kick ass and I'm out of bubblegum"? Because I feel like I've heard them say that in video games too.
That's They Live.
That's the classic They Live. John Carpenter anthology movie themes. Is this the other one, Elon? I'm just pulling all my John Carpenter stuff because I love it so much.
There's
Wait, can we change the name to "We Collect Things Besides Comics"? And we can just show off all the things we collect that aren't comic books.
But we do that anyway.
So, Rodimus, there's apparently a script that's floating around Hollywood.
This one?
Yes. Maximum Overdrive is awesome and underrated. There's a script that's floating around Hollywood that is, I think it's goes under the name Maximum King or something like that. And it's part comedy, part true story about Stephen King and the making of Maximum Overdrive. And it does not portray Stephen King in the most positive light in the movie. And apparently Stephen King is not a fan of the script. So people have wanted to make it for years. But the consensus is every time somebody goes up to their agent and goes, "Hey, I really want to make this movie," they go, "Do you love Stephen King?" And they go, "Yeah, I love Stephen King." They go, "Don't make the movie because Stephen King hates you for the rest of your life."
Wow.
Well, I mean, he made the movie when he was
probably pretty coked up, right? Because he had a big problem with that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what like Misery's about, right? I think I read his book.
I don't know. I don't know much about Misery.
Yeah,
I know that during that era, Stephen King wrote Cujo, and he does not remember writing Cujo.
So like the obsessive fan that he felt, that felt like he was like trapping him, and that stuff was like his coke addiction. So that's what like Annie was symbolism for in Misery.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah.
That hobbling scene though in 4K isn't my favorite.
Oh man, Annie, that hammer. Ugh. Oh god. Crossovers.
Okay.
Crossovers.
My first one would be Ash from the Evil Dead with any other famous horror monster or slasher. So it could be like Ash versus Swamp Thing or Ash versus, Jason or Freddy or something like that. I want to see, it could be animated because, he's pretty old now. I know he doesn't want to be in a lot of more live action things, but give me Ash versus another horror icon that he's never crossed over with. I feel like would be a blast,
That's good. Yeah, that's good. I like that one. I'm going to go comic book wise. I would love to see the Thunderbolts and Suicide Squad, a crossover between the two. And them constantly trying to one-up each other and slowly probably picking each other off because I think that'd be fun. Something along those lines I think would be really cool. I love the concept of the Suicide Squad. I love the whole idea of the Dirty Dozen, the Suicide Squad, that group of people that are just bastards and they're put in a situation where they can't get out of it and they have to figure out their way to work with each other. I love it.
My crossover that I thought about the most was crossing over Firefly with Big Bang Theory, so we could get at least 11 seasons of Firefly, and you could work Big Bang Theory cast in there somehow as like a pilot, a ship that is full of all their nerdy stuff, and they go with the Serenity to follow it around. But that way, at least we'd get like 8 seasons of Firefly.
Nice.
I didn't know you meant the TV show. I thought you meant the Batman villain Firefly. I was like, what's he going to do to those nerds on the Big Bang Theory with his flamethrower?
I hate Big Bang Theory.
How do you guys feel about this comic book one? It's a little out there. Crossing over the Super Sons with the Power Pack.
Well, see, that would require me to like the Power Pack, and that's just not happening.
I did an overview for somebody on.
Don't do this. Don't do
for X Factor. No, it's for X Factor, the original X-Men.
Okay.
And it's Louise Simonson's writing, so it's actually very good. I kept it. And in it, power packs in it, and it was actually kind of fun and interesting to read them.
Okay, I'll sub
You're
out
just
Power Pack.
lying to the people. Oh my
Yeah, this is
God.
perpetuating FOMO. Have you guys ever seen the Power Pack TV show? The
No.
live, it's made one episode. It's just a pilot. It's the Power Pack TV show. It's amazing. Okay, I'll sub out. What if it's Super Sons and Franklin Richards? Who's the most famous kid in the Marvel universe? Is it
Probably-
Franklin Richards?
I think Franklin and Valerie. I think you should put them both together. Yeah,
Okay.
2 Super Sons, 2 Super Richards kids.
Yeah, and it's the
She's
I don't know if that will work because one of them is literally a god. The other one
and
is
the brat who was trained by assassins.
yeah.
See, Dom of X likes my thing.
hey, buddy. What up? Super Sons of yeah, he did. I mean, they go through the galaxy creating planets. That's what they were taking their 4-year hiatus off doing.
So yeah, I think the Super Sons and the Power Pack are at least a little more level playing field.
Yeah, that's more of an even keel. Yeah.
I'm not that I've read a Power Pack comic before, but if you put the Super Sons in it, I'd at least buy an issue.
The original Power Pack was great, and the minis from the aughts with Gurihuru art was awesome. There's also Spider Boy. He's a popular Marvel kid. I've heard decent things about Spider Boy. The one I've really heard is great is Spider-Men.
Okay.
I'm waiting for that to get collected because I've heard that it's going to be, it's supposed to be really good.
Yeah. My suffering is ending soon because Joe Kelly will be taking over Spider-Man pretty soon.
I knew as soon as you said that. Where are you going?
And it feels like Moses coming out of the desert after 40 years or however long he was in there, because it's finally ending, and I could see the city on the hill. Thank you, God. I'm pretty sure I fucked up that biblical reference, so I apologize.
Yeah.
No, it's my next crossover. I want to see a buddy cop comic with John Constantine and Doctor Strange.
Oh, gosh. I feel like
Right?
Doctor Strange is so proper compared to what a smoking, coked out weirdo John Constantine is. That sounds pretty good.
You get the whole lethal weapon combination.
Yeah.
Where, you get so John Constantine would be more of the what's his name? Mel Gibson character, and Doctor Strange.
Card.
Yeah, Doctor Strange would be kind of the Danny Glover character. I'm getting too old for this shit. I think that could work.
I feel like a fun one with Constantine would have been the Supernatural brothers. Like that could have worked pretty well. If anyone watched Supernatural.
Oh, those brothers. Okay, for some reason I thought that was a comic. I saw that whole first season. That thing went like 17 or 19 seasons, didn't it?
Yeah, and they crossed over with Scooby-Doo, so why not Constantine?
Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is with Supernatural is you could really stop after season 5, because season 5 is really a great jumping on point, because at that point they literally beat the devil, and it's kind of where do you go from here? And lo and behold, they found 12 more seasons out of it, or 10 more,
like
that.
When they're like, oh yeah, God has a sister, you're like, I guess they're making new creations.
Yeah, no, the first 5 seasons of Supernatural are genuinely really good, and it ends on a really good moment where they are able to literally beat the devil in a really heartfelt and beautiful moment involving the car and everything like that. I'm like, damn, they really stuck the landing on this. And then they kept going. I just dropped off after that.
Here's one you guys might recognize: Ong Bak and John Wick crossover.
That's cool. I would like to see that. Yeah,
I think I have an Ong Bak movie. That sounds familiar to me.
That's cool.
And I should have 2 John Wick movies on iTunes unless Apple's stolen them back.
Okay, I got one. The Muppets and Schindler's List.
No.
I almost made Jess spit his drink out.
Okay, but you can't say that and not tell us who each character, each Muppet is in the
No,
movie.
no, you keep Liam Neeson. You replace everybody else with Muppets.
What if you did Taken and the Muppets, and and replace Liam Neeson with like Kermit?
Oh,
I have a certain set of skills that I
Well, then
can
what's the
use
one human
and
you
find
keep?
you.
You got to keep one human. Is it like the daughter? That's sad.
Oh, that is, yeah, that's true.
Dude, the Muppet Christmas movie with Sir Michael Caine is phenomenal.
Oh, it's awesome.
Oh, Michael Caine is the best. Yeah, he's the best Scrooge. There is nobody that's better than Scrooge.
Classic. Yeah, it's a classic. I love that.
Every song on that is a masterpiece.
Oh, it's great. I love that movie.
I love. I also love Muppets Take Manhattan.
I haven't seen that one. I think it was
my daughter and I love Muppet Treasure Island.
Did anyone see the new Muppet movie, the Haunted Mansion one?
No, I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either.
There was I didn't know there was one.
It's with Will Arnett, and it's a Muppets Haunted Mansion.
Oh, I love Will Arnett.
You guys ever see his TV show on Netflix where it was like everyone was like it was like a procedural, but one person was improvising. Like they'd have a celebrity guest on, and they'd have to solve a murder, and all the other people were actors, and the person on doing improv wasn't given a script. Let me see what it's called.
Sounds cool.
Will Arnett murder.
James knows what's up.
Dude, the guests they've had on Murderville were amazing. Like Conan O'Brien. Yeah, Murderville. So his name's Terry Seattle, and his guest celebrity partner improvised their way through a scripted murder investigation without the script. So everybody else has the script. Will Arnett and his celebrity guest partner don't have the script, and the celebrity guest has to solve the murder by the end of the episode.
What is this on?
It's on Netflix. They have a Christmas special also. So on the first episode, it's Conan O'Brien. The second one is Marshawn Lynch. Let me see.
Marshawn Lynch is pretty funny.
Kumail Nanjiani. Kin Young. It's got no. Who's the dude from? Did I say his name wrong? The dude from the Vegas movie from Community. The guy's a doctor. Kin Jong, right? Is that his name?
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Rodimus just gave me an idea. I would love to see Pee-wee's Playhouse and Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
The manic craziness of Pee-wee with the very wholesome and kind Mr. Rogers. I feel like Mr. Rogers would probably try to take a swing at Pee-wee by the time.
You get Mr. Rogers being like, now when I watch a movie, I keep my sweater on.
Oh my God. I really think Mr. Rogers would take a swing at Pee-wee. Like, what the hell are you?
Muppet Chainsaw Massacre is amazing, though. That's a great one.
The Legend of Gonzo Face. What? Oh, there's some. What am I thinking of? There's a Ryan Reynolds movie. Ryan Reynolds, Will Ferrell Christmas movie.
It's Scrooge, right?
Scrooge. That's good. Yeah, that one's really good. Yeah. Scrooge. It was on Apple. It's on Apple TV.
Apple TV. Yeah. Okay,
it's very good.
I need to see that because I've missed it 2 Christmases in a row.
It's fun. It's very fun.
Okay, good. We're watching Shrinking right now. We're loving it.
I love that show, but it felt wrong to watch season 2 when it was spooky time. Like it was like any movie we watched had to be horror themed. So
we haven't got to season 2 yet.
Shrinking is lovely. I love Shrinking.
It really is. I'm really digging it.
It's not as lighthearted as Ted Lasso because by its nature it deals with some darker stuff, but it's really good.
Yeah.
I'd love a sequel to Cabin in the Woods. You guys ever watch Cabin in the Woods?
I love Cabin in the Woods.
Oh, I'm sure Lou has. I haven't yet.
I love it. You would really love Cabin in the Woods.
Oh yeah?
Yes, you would love. You don't know the premise of it, I'm assuming. So you
got to go into that one blind.
Yeah.
Okay, I know who Tucker and Dale are. I need to see that too. We're talking about this Cabin in the Woods with Tucker and Dale. I need to see Late Night with the Devil and Dr. Sleep also.
Late Night with the Devil's really good.
That's I think that's Lou's movie of the year so far.
It is.
Where's a good place to get that in 4K? Because they didn't release it in 4K in America, right?
No, you got to get the second side box set. I have it. You could get it from Orbit DVD.
I'm gonna Google Orbit right now.
I really need to get a sponsorship from those guys. I got one for you, Jess. Harley Quinn.
I love it already.
Squirrel Girl.
Now I don't like myself anymore.
Wait, I thought I was on a stream with you when you bought Squirrel Girl.
I was. Kristen and I are supposed to. I don't know when Kristen's coming back. I just got the most adorable photo of her baby dressed up for Halloween. So yeah, that was a challenge supposedly, and a challenge. She already had it, and I said, "Yeah, okay, I'll buy it." It's like 2/3 off. So, yeah, I did buy it. You know what? I would read that. I think who's the writer
for Harley Quinn and Squirrel Girl?
Yeah, is it like Stephanie Phillips, Ryan North?
No, do Kelly
That's
Thompson.
a Kelly Thompson book. If I've ever.
Oh my goodness!
Like a Kelly
I'm
Thompson
reading
book.
every issue of that. That is a great crossover.
Yeah,
and if you want to watch me interview Kelly Thompson, James will link it.
That is a Kelly Thompson book if I've ever heard it. Or Steve Orlando. You know, we know you love Steve Orlando.
I love Steve Orlando's Scarlet Witch.
Ha! I knew it.
What? I've always said that.
That you love Steve Orlando's writing.
No, I said I love.
You heard it. Somebody clicked that. You heard it.
What?
Dude, this website looks dangerous.
His Scarlet Witch is great for a long time.
No, Kelly Thompson for me would be the perfect writer for a project like that. I think she'd be good. Her or
she's got a good sense of humor.
Yeah, she does. The girl that wrote.
Well, I mean, I'd read her do any comic.
Power Girl. She wrote Power Girl.
Leah Williams.
Leah Williams, I think. Would
yeah,
be also
she has a good sense of humor too.
Yeah.
That's a great one. Up here's the interview with Kelly Thompson.
I call her Kelly for short. Because we're on a first name basis. I'm just kidding.
And she calls you. What was your name again?
No, we bonded because we're both people who like to stay inside and have cats. So we were just talking about cats half the stream. I've already added multiple things to my cart from Orbit DVD. This Simple Plan looks gorgeous. This Last Night in Soho looks gorgeous.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet. I need to see that. I need to see The Witch. The Witch is what I need to see.
The Witch is so good.
Got my girl in it.
Oh my god.
And both those movies have your girl in it though.
Last
Night in Soho has your girl in it too. Have you seen Furiosa?
No. I think my daughter wants
to
see that with me. Sorry?
Have you seen The Menu?
Nope.
The Menu is a quick watch.
The Menu's good.
I'm way behind.
She became my favorite final girl in The Menu.
The Menu's great. She's great in Furiosa as well. She's got. I've always said that she kind of looks like the girl from Rango with the bug eyes. What's her name? Oh my god! Now I'm blanking on the actress's name.
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Anya Taylor-Joy. Yeah, I always think she kind of looks like a chameleon with the eyes. Like, oh, yeah.
She's beautiful.
No, she is.
Williams wrote Jess's favorite Krakoa series, Exterminators. That is correct. I don't understand this, but I do want to see Drag Me to Hell. The old lady from Drag Me to Hell versus me.
Okay, so here's my problem with Drag Me to Hell.
I haven't seen it. What?
Okay, I won't ruin it. I promise. Okay. So the whole thing is she curses the bank lady because she defaulted on previous loans and her credit is shit. So she can't get another loan. So that's why she ends up cursing the main character. And I'm like, lady, you defaulted on the last few loans they gave you. Anybody that works in the banking industry with sensible practice would not approve you for a loan. So that's why you're mad. And that's why you're cursing the main character. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense to me. That was my one complaint.
That sounds fair.
That's fair.
Should I wait till the 4K of the standard 4K of Late Night with the Devil's back in stock, or spring for the limited edition collector's edition?
I love my collectors. I love all the second sight collector's editions. But the thing is with Orbit DVD is that they restock almost every single day. And if you follow them on Instagram, they post of what they restock. It's constantly every single day they restock around noon. So they're always bringing in stuff.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I love Orbit. Orbit is amazing. They're a mom and pop shop from North Carolina.
Dude, I want them to come out with Friday the 13th Part 6 in 4K. That's the only one I want to buy. I'm fine with Blu-ray for the rest, but Part 6 was my favorite. Not me just browsing for DVDs, not even paying attention to the stream anymore.
That's
We'll minimize
fine.
that.
I need to file my John Carpenter vinyls back. Where was the parking lot fight? Is that in what Dragged Me to Hell?
I think that might be what he's talking about. Yeah. Jess, why don't you let them know? Hit them with the hey about where they
with the hein.
Well,
our fabulous sponsor, which is Instocktrades.com. Where is that? Here it is. Instocktrades.com. Multiple sales happening all the time, and we're going to be giving away a free gift card this coming month. This month, November 1st is right now. We'll be giving it away sometime soon. Get your collected editions 50, 30, 60% off. All kinds of craziness going on there. Well, they will give you your collected editions at the cheapest price possible, plus a 2% loyalty discount. Add that on. $50 or more in an order gets you free shipping in the United States. Fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's at stocktrades.com. There we go.
I think my only regret is that I didn't have Jess mouth heart my wedding. If I could go back and change one thing about my wedding, I would have flown Jess into mouth harp at it.
You just made my wife's night because you did the mouth harp twice on the show. So she's
yay.
She will probably
give her a little bonus mouth harp. Give her like 30 seconds of bonus.
She'll probably fall asleep in the next 10 minutes, knowing her.
That's about as high as I can go on it.
I mean, you're getting really good with this.
Yeah, much better than Jake being a 1 out of 5 on mouth harp. That's what you meant to say, Lou.
No, you've gotten really good, man, since you started doing it. Because I remember you used to hit your teeth on.
I know. That's some quality harping. Thank you, Brian.
That is some quality.
Give you a bumper sticker that says that.
Good morning, Joey, our Down Under viewer.
So here's a question that I wanted to propose to the chat because it is November 1st. We finished our month long on the Friday stuff. And I wanted to bring it up to people in the chat. Do you guys want us to keep doing a Friday show? Do you miss us doing Wednesday? And if you're watching this on repeat, let us know in the chat, in the comment section down below. I'm gonna speak with you about it afterwards, Jess, about what you think would be better. But also, I want to take into consideration what the people in the chat are, because it seems like for Fridays we're having a pretty solid turnout in the chat.
We do have a solid turnout. Yeah.
So I kind of want to get a feel for it. I like Friday just because, like I've mentioned before, I don't have to work the next day. So
yeah,
it's usually a lot easier on me.
Now, let me ask you this, and the chat this.
Mm-hmm.
We do, despite my protests, we do occasionally get invited out to dinner.
Okay.
And on a Friday. And so it's usually like around 6, which makes it hard for me to get back in time at 8.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be better to push the show to 9, or to just on the rare nights that I go out just to not have a show?
I think don't hold yourself too stingent to the Friday show. If we can't do it, we can't do it. We could always make it up. We've done it in the past. I like the 8 o'clock better.
Okay.
For Friday. And if we can't make it, then we can't make it. It's not, we've done it before. We could always make it up some other time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Jewish Dragons used his IST gift card. DC versus Marvel, Adventure Man Volume 3, because I just met Terry Dodson. And you met Terry Dodson? That's so boss. And Batman Dylan Dog. I don't know that one. I've heard of it, but I don't really know who Dylan Dog is. I'm working on Wednesday second shift, so can't do live then. Friday night doesn't split the audience between the Wednesday night very fine condition stream. Okay, that's
That's a good
true. They
point.
have
That's
like a
good point.
movie night or something, right?
Something like that, yeah.
I like Friday, but that would make Wednesday a day of no hope.
Jesus.
Drew,
Sorry, Chris.
Speaking as someone who has been a viewer for a long time, it was a dark October with no joy on Wednesdays.
You have near mint condition.
Who?
Yeah, that's not a substitute.
It's in
Friday-
my contract that I'm not allowed to watch very fine condition anymore. Even though I think I retired as Jess's intern because I said I'm too busy for thumbnails now.
I know he's too busy to do thumbnails for me.
I work like 6 jobs, man.
Well,
And I gotta get bullied on Reddit.
you're the. I've told you not to go on Reddit, and you're the one that offered to do thumbnails for me.
Okay,
I've got to get better, or my wife has to, because the one we did for the Jessica and Jess horror show was so basic. I gave my wife 5 minutes to do it, and it was just super basic. So we need to get better at that.
give me 45 minutes. We'll video chat together, and I'll show you how to make a thumbnail in like 5 minutes. You know, we did it over the phone, but we'll do it on video chat. We'll go step by step. We got it, man. I'll train you.
Okay, I use Adobe.
I know what you use. I got you.
Okay.
But yeah, or you got James.
That's true. James does thumbnails just right out of the blue for me. That's true. Okay, thank you, James.
I don't know if I'm more shocked there's a 4K version of the Super Mario Brothers, or more shocked that it's sold out.
Oh yeah,
Is that a cult movie? Do people love that movie?
yes.
I thought it was terrible.
No, people genuinely love this.
Is that the one with
Oh
Bob
my god, bro! It was $40 for that movie, and it's sold out.
Is that the one with Bob Hoskins as Mario?
It's the one where he's super drugged the whole movie.
Yes. Yeah, Bob Hoskins is more. Bob Hoskins was blasted the whole time they were filming.
Oh,
it.
he was like legit drunk?
Yes,
Oh.
blasted.
Oh, my wife is gonna want this Conjuring the Devil Made Me Do It steelbook. Adding that to the cart.
Wait, Conjuring what is it called?
It's the third Conjuring movie. There's a steelbook on here, and that's one of her favorite movies.
Oh, I haven't seen anything but Conjuring 1 and 2.
Oh,
I gotta get the Lighthouse too.
real quick, announcement actually for Patreon. I think I can make that announcement, right? I texted you about it as far as
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So for Patreon, the big change that we're having, patreon.com/OmniBrosLive. I know some of you are listening right now in the chat. I have found a second permanent host. I used to do it with Gabe. Gabe is no longer on the show. And Jess has decided that he's going to help me out. And he's going to be the second permanent host for the Patreon show moving forward. So for those of you that don't know, Jess and I, Gabe used to do it, but Jess and I will be doing a live stream. We'll figure out the date soon. We do it once a month on patreon.com/OmniBrosLive, where for $5 a month, you can join Jess and I on a live stream, and you get to ask us questions. You get to ask anything you want.
Anything you want.
Anything you want. Kind of like what Jake is doing. And we kind of just shoot the shit for about an hour, 2 hours, and we have a great time. So everybody that's done it with us seems to enjoy it. They keep coming back. And last month, we had a very good turnout, actually. So I'm looking forward to the show this month. We have to lock down a date for that, though.
Yeah, I will post that in my Discord, because I've been tossing around the idea of a Patreon, and this one's already built. It has an audience. My audience likes you, so it would be perfect for us to do that. And
Yeah, man.
they can ask me anything, and I will tell them the answer.
So, right, for the price of a cup of coffee, you get to feed a starving child, aka me.
I mean,
Clearly.
it sounds like it's less than the price of a single issue of a comic book, you know?
So that's all we're
it's a
asking, man.
no-brainer.
$5 a month on patreon.com/OmniBrosLive. It's a great time. Plus, there's a whole bunch of other stuff. There's an archive of a bunch of old stuff that Gabe and I used to do. There's last month's episode with Jess is up there as well. So Yeah, we archive everything.
Labruski, you're my guy.
Oh,
Thank you. That's so nice of you. Juice Dragons, best $5 I spend every month.
Did you Labruski just tried to sell me your platinum marvels that you bought from him, that he bought from you? So
Did
that
Did I sell that to Labruski?
Yeah, you offered it to me first, but I said no.
Oh, that's right. I do remember that.
Labruski, and Labruski offered it to me, and I took one look at my bookshelf and said, "Hell no," because that book is giant. But I made my cart, and I picked my first 3 purchases off Orbit. I'm going the collector's edition of Late Night with the Devil 4K, the Lighthouse 4K, and the Steelbook of The Conjuring. The Devil made me do it.
This is a very bad hole you're going down, but I fully support it. Good luck, man.
He's got a great setup. He's got a full-on rack of different candy. He's got a big fridge and a popcorn machine. But his wife nixed the idea of a hot dog machine.
It was $400, and it was an industrial theater grade hot dog warmer.
Hold on. Wouldn't you like to walk into your home and the first thing you get is the wafting smell of hot dogs slowly rotating in the corner of your apartment?
And
it had a section to warm the buns.
Oh man, I think you messed up. I think I would have replaced the popcorn machine with that.
I'd like both. Can you imagine? Sitting there with those machines just pulling a bun out.
The biggest we could go to fit the speaker system that I have was 100 inches. We got an Epson 4K HDR projector. It's called the 3800. And then I have there's a speaker brand called Martin Logan. I have a full Martin Logan system. So 2 speakers in the front, a center channel, 2 behind me, and then 2 above me. I have a subwoofer for the ones in the front and a subwoofer for the rears. And I took a very expensive subwoofer home and a very expensive receiver home from work. And
I can't decide if I want the X Mansion from Lego for Christmas or a subwoofer for Christmas.
Do you want another Lego box in your stack of shame, or do you want a subwoofer you'll use every day that you can probably get half off because of me?
That's a good point. But you showed me the matching Klipsch one on the Bezos site.
Ooh, get the Rel.
I feel like that was too expensive. How much was that?
Well, you didn't look at the price with my discount.
I did, but it was like 2 months ago.
Okay,
we'll figure it out.
Let's backtrack a little bit. I'm going to help Jake out here. I'm going to help you out here, Jake. How many subscribers do you have on YouTube? And Jess, you know where I'm going to go with this. How many subscribers do you have on YouTube?
On my channel, so my personal comic book channel, about 7,000.
Okay, pause right there. All right. Do you have a dedicated fan every single week that watches your show?
Besides my mom?
Besides your mom, yes.
And my wife at gunpoint?
Yes.
Yeah, no, we got a proud community. We got a Discord.
Okay,
I got friends.
Pause right there. Do you know of a man named John Hahn?
No.
I don't think he knows the Han protocol.
Because there is a way for you to get that hot dog machine. It involves a little bit of lying.
I've never told the truth once in my life.
You can only use it once. The Han protocol can only be used once in a lifetime.
Okay.
You've done it.
I know.
Can I know what you guys Han protocol? What did you Han protocol?
Oh gosh, I think
we'll talk about it after.
Okay, I believe they were.
Or if you want to know, if the chat wants to know, watch the Patreon stream, only $5 a month, and you can find the truth.
If you've been here long enough, which I think some of the people in the chat have, you know what the Han protocol is.
Boy, that goes back to like 2017, 2016 on the Omnibus Collectors Facebook page.
Yeah, that's a gamble, man, because I could blow up in your face really bad.
I used it twice. Both times were for statues.
Mm-hmm.
And then what helped was that I got hospitalized for pancreatitis in 2019.
What? Lucky.
And people and then people actually gave me a big gift.
I remember
what the Han protocol is, Jake, is that you get yourself something really expensive. And I don't want to say his first name, but his last name is Han. Super nice guy. I haven't talked to him in forever.
Yep.
But he invented this, and we called it the Han Protocol, where you say, like 12 of your good comic book friends chipped in and got it for you. So you can only really use it once because it's a super big lie. And I used it
How
on
many
a couple
years in my marriage do I have to be before I can use that? Because we just passed a year.
Too soon.
It feels
Yeah, it
too
is too
soon,
soon.
right? It's too soon.
Too soon.
Yeah. Okay. NFL dude knows the protocol. Good.
That's way too soon.
And then when I was hospitalized for pancreatitis, Ryan Sace got a bunch of people together, I think including Lou, to contribute to getting the original art for the last issue of Irredeemable. And I got Mark Waid to sign. You've seen it, Jake. It's in the
and
smaller room.
Irredeemable, it's that's the best indie hero of all time, right? Because he killed 6 billion people.
I blew that again by not knowing the rules. I'm like 0 for 3 on that show, on the Evergreen show.
At least you weren't the one that said bone doesn't count. Yeah, minimum 5 years of marriage for the Han Protocol. That feels fair.
Yeah, I think that's right.
I got the vibe it was too soon.
Yeah, you could use it, but you got to be careful.
Smother Lion 4 had a good question. Do you use your
Lion? Here
do you use your PS5 as the 4K player? Because I noticed a huge jump when I switched to a dedicated 4K player.
Okay, so real quick, because it is starting to get late. There is nothing wrong with using a PS5 as a dedicated player. That said, I don't use a PS5 as a dedicated player. I use a Panasonic UBP 820, I think is what the number is.
Ooh, you got the 820.
Which is a $500 4K player. Very expensive, but worth every dime that I spent on that thing. I love it.
I think Lou helped me pick out my 4K player.
Yeah, I think I did. I gave you a few options. Yeah,
you definitely did.
The reason I got the model below it is my projector doesn't do Dolby Vision, so it didn't seem worth it, and I didn't need the audio outputs. So I looked into it, but for me, I was like, if I was getting it for my OLED, yeah, I would have got it no problem. But we only watch movies on the projector now, and most projectors don't have Dolby Vision.
Yeah,
but
I have a 77-inch OLED.
Yeah, then you got to go Dolby Vision, man. It's night and day.
Yeah, I had to get it for
that. Heck yeah! So Han Protocol, the hot dog water. No, honestly, I don't think I can because we've been living super. Yeah.
Welcome.
Minus the 10 4Ks I just showed off, we've been living super frugally lately, and the biggest thing we spent money on was comic books, and now that's free for me. So we're actually like building a savings and like eating at home. I'm not door dashing every night of my life, so it's been a really nice change to like have a savings build up.
Yeah, I noticed that it's been like a month since I've gotten pictures of dessert.
I know. We just started buying. You know what we do now? We just buy a carton of ice cream and hot fudge and make sundaes at home.
Boring.
I know. I know.
So
but
Batman just tuned in and wants us to start from the beginning. I forget.
Bust out the mouth part.
I feel like we've been talking about a lot of 4K, a lot of 4K DVDs, and our favorite crossovers, but mostly it's been movies, which is actually fine.
I think what I realized, what makes 4K movies way more fun than comic books for me is comic books I get to enjoy with Jordan and I get to enjoy with all the people online, but I don't enjoy that with my wife. But with 4K movies, we get to watch the movies together in the theater, and like we try to put our phones away, and it's like it's what we do together now. So it's nice to have a hobby with your wife, you know. But
wouldn't it be even better with hot dogs? Don't hot
No.
dogs make everything better?
They do.
Just
but it probably would.
There.
Just picture it, Gabe. Just picture it, Gabe. Just picture it, Jake. You can look to your left, and you can have spinning hot dogs sitting right there, easy access, and the smell just the whole day in the house.
Can we highlight Javier's comment, because I have some thoughts on that unit? I've had the Sony players, and they're tempting because you get Dolby Vision at a fraction of the cost of Panasonic. But I've had problems with every Sony 4K player I've ever had. They start to freeze up on discs. So I would look into that first online and see if what your thoughts are on that. Maybe try one, and if you have the issue, then return it. But they have, and the other thing I hate is on Sony's, you have to turn Dolby Vision on or off before you put the disc in. It doesn't auto switch like on Panasonic, which means you're gonna have to read every movie and remember if it has Dolby Vision or not. Which is just, to me, maybe I sound like that's a first world problem, but it's obnoxious.
It's he's right. He's right on that. That was kind of a deal breaker for me. What was I gonna say? Because I know Javier's here. Javier, are you gonna watch Crown Jewel tomorrow? Because I've been kind of out of the loop the last few weeks about wrestling because it's Crown Jewel, and I'm like, oh, it's Crown Jewel. I really don't like this event at all. So
I feel like we summoned Bunk right now. We're starting talking about wrestling.
You guys see his Halloween costume with his family, his wrestling costume?
No.
I did see it. Yeah, it's really cute.
Every time I ever open Discord on my computer, there's an update, and it's so aggravating.
Oh, I know. The thing updates forever. Milk chocolate and almond ice cream bars from Costco. Oh, those Haagen-Dazs ones? Whoo! Those are amazing.
Kane's comment is so true about people on their phones in the theater. When I saw Romulus, the person in front of me was on the phone making phone calls, to the point where my wife asked me, "Do you want to leave because you're so visibly upset?" And I
making phone calls,
making phone calls, bro. He did a FaceTime inside Romulus.
This is why I don't go to the theater anymore. I just refuse to, for the most part.
Well, that's why I only go to Alamo. I would have gotten that guy kicked out.
We don't have Alamo near me. It takes me so much to go to theaters now, but Romulus was one I really wanted to see on the big screen. And I'm really sad that the 4K movie isn't going to have the IMAX ratio. Here is Bunk's Halloween costume if you want to see. I will share my screen, and you can see. I mean, you won't be able to see Bunk because he's invisible, but, that's his family and their wrestling.
Oh, that's awesome. John Cena.
I think I can open in browser maybe.
Oh, I see. You blanked out his family's faces.
Okay. Oh, let me change. Sorry, let me change the screen. Present, share screen, window. This makes it bigger. Yeah, he blanked out his family and his kids.
That's good. So, okay, we got John Cena. Who is the young lady dressed as?
I don't. He told me all the names, and I don't know who any of them were.
I don't know. I only know it was John Cena because Lou said it. Did he shave? Did Bunk shave?
I think he did, bro.
Oh, he did. Wow, I don't know that I'd recognize him.
Let me see if he says it in the Discord. He said, I said your family looks like it was drawn by Dan Moore because he keeps pushing me to read a Dan Moore drawn wrestling comic. Then someone said, did you take Crossroads? Nah, man, we formed a tag team together, but my wife made my son Cody's jacket and it came out so good. That's an American Nightmare outline on the back along with wings. She even got him a neck tattoo.
That is a good jacket. She did a great job on
that. For the Rumble, she rocked an old I'm Hugger Bailey shirt and did the side pony for her hair.
Wow.
I don't know wrestling stuff.
Me either.
I am happy for him. God bless him and keep his family safe,
Yeah. Can recommend Coop's or Harold's hot fudge sauce. Nice. I'm always up for that.
Is Harold's different than Farrell's? Wasn't Farrell's an ice cream place? My dad used to work there.
Yeah.
With the old-timey outfits.
Here's our friend from the Great White North. How are you, True Graphic?
I'm good.
Costco coupons in my area have peppermint bark coated ice cream bars on sale. Those would last in my house forever because I will not eat those.
Dude, if you want to taste peppermint, just brush your teeth. I hate mint.
Yeah, Yeah, peppermint.
Are we gonna do the Omnis in December? The Omni Awards? Am I welcome back to that one?
Yeah, we'll eventually do them again. Hold on, I'm missing something. So there's a lot of wrestling talk right now. Jesus.
We're gonna get Bunk in here soon.
Yeah, we're gonna
And I gotta go home. Bye, guys. I just don't know how to contribute.
Literally do not understand Crown Jewel. Crown Jewel will be. So here's the thing with Crown Jewel. Okay. So Crown Jewel, and I'm gonna get into it for the wrestling fans in there for like 5 minutes, real quick. If you want, skip ahead eventually later. So Crown Jewel, the problem with Crown Jewel is that when Vince McMahon was still running the thing, he did a 10-year deal with Saudi Arabia. And so they have to go and do 2 shows a year in Saudi Arabia, which, if everything that we've heard behind the scenes is almost none of the wrestlers want to fucking do it, but they have to do it because there's a lot of money involved in that situation. And the thing is with Crown Jewel is it literally stops every single storyline in wrestling, and they pretty much pause it and they spin their wheels for weeks on stories because it's literally, okay, we got to get through Crown Jewel, and once we get through Crown Jewel, we've got 1 or 2 more pay-per-views, and then we start the road to WrestleMania, which is when things really pick back up again. So that's why a lot of wrestling fans do not like Crown Jewel at all. They just don't care for it. I'm one of those where I tend to fall off around this time of the year. And then once Road to WrestleMania happens, usually around December and January, that's when I pick back up again and I start watching it again. I tune in for the highlights, but honestly, Crown Jewel is tomorrow, and I have almost no interest to watch it outside of what most people are saying in the chat, the Bloodline storyline.
Spider-Man Bloodlines?
Oh, God.
Harold's is an old ice cream shop in Northampton, Mass. If anyone's hungry for a new wrestling comic, Hardstyle Juice is a top 5 comic of the year for me. Hardstyle Juice.
I don't think I want to read a wrestling comic unless it was done by Daniel Warren Johnson.
Have you read Do a Powerbomb? Even I've read that.
That's good.
I pushed you to read it.
Oh, that's why I read it. Okay. True Graphics doing great. How was your Halloween, guys? Well, you missed the serial killer that came to my door at 8:30 when everything was dark. I showed a picture of that, but otherwise it was a lot of fun.
It would have been cool if Ash from the Evil Dead came out of nowhere and just sucker punched the guy in your front porch.
I resubbed to the Patreon for you, just thanks, Labruski. I'll announce that in my Discord. Maybe people will be interested in it. Now, Batmantha is a huge wrestling fan. I've got no interest in Crown Jewel tomorrow. I'll catch the highlights on X.
That's the general consensus of a lot of people. It's like, okay. First off, thank you, Labruski. Appreciate it. And yeah, a lot of wrestling fans tend to tune out during Crown Jewel and just go, it's in the background, which will probably be me tomorrow.
And this Monday, if I can remember Batmantha, I will have WWE Raw on in the background and give my running commentary, annoying Geo to no end. You're welcome. Very nice.
Thank you.
Lou, did you see Rhea Ripley? Oh, I think that's Batmantha's favorite wrestler. And Zelina Vega Halloween costumes as Death Note characters.
Yes. Yeah. No, they were awesome. Zelina Vega is underappreciated right now, and I think she needs a little bit more of the spotlight. Plus, she does a lot of really cool cosplays. And they did a play on Death Note where Rhea Ripley was... can't remember the character's name, the demon in Death Note, and yeah, really cool costume.
James, can you post that in my Discord in the wrestling channel? I don't think we have a wrestling channel. Let's just put it in the general. General.
They did a really good job.
Sometimes when Bunk gets started, it feels like my Discord's a wrestling channel.
True Graphics just got the Jamie Delano Hellblazer Omni. Nice.
James, link my overview. That overview did very well.
Zelina does a lot of awesome cosplay. Okay.
That was the first Hellblazer I've ever read, and I loved it.
Oh, good. Because it's all... Oh, I heard the sound of Discord. Oh my gosh, there's a ton of stuff that I've missed. Oh wait, that's TV movie guide. That's not it. General. Okay, there's a ton in here I've missed.
Oh, True Graphic Novel watched my overview.
That's all.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, these guys look crazy creepy.
It's getting late, so I'm gonna have to bow out. 'Cause I'm
Okay.
tired.
You want to go to midnight, Jess?
No.
Jesus.
I messed up. So I thought my wife was going out during the time of the stream. So I was super down to do a stream with Jess tonight, and he invited me on, which I'm very happy to be on. But I didn't realize that right when the stream ended is when she's actually leaving. So we totally missed High Five tonight. I thought I was gonna have plans while she was gone, and yeah. So.
Oh, Batmantha watched yours too.
Oh, thank
I watched
you.
it. I was walking to my LCS. Definitely need to pick it up eventually.
You are all so kind.
Midnight.
Hey, Jess, hit him with the hind.
Hit him with the hind. Well, we can. I mean, I'm happy. What do I have to do? I'll stay on for another 15 minutes.
All right.
You want to, Jake?
All right, I'm getting out of here. Night, everybody.
Have a good night.
Thanks, Lou. Good to see you.
Bye.
Earth's Geomancer has a question. Yes, tomorrow at 1 p.m. I have the live collected edition show, and then in really big news at 8 p.m. I'm trying not to do 2 shows a day, but I couldn't avoid this one. At 8 p.m. on Saturdays in the Batcave is the return of the Minister of Comics. We are going to talk about Batman the Animated Series. And
You've
Jake
been
already
saying
did
that for weeks.
I
Is he
know.
really coming back?
Jake
Don't
did
break
a
my heart
thumbnail
again.
for Jake did a thumbnail for it like 2 months ago.
But those aren't the only streams tomorrow.
That's true. What else is happening tomorrow?
I will be streaming at, I think it's 3 p.m.
No,
Eastern
4.
Standard Time. No.
4.
It is normally at 4, but we are doing it 1 hour early tomorrow because Chris has a charity 24-hour live marathon stream to do afterwards. So we're doing it 1 hour early tomorrow. I don't think we're at the same time, right? Because yours is 12, yours is 1 p.m. Which
1 o'clock.
Mine will be at 3 o'clock. So
yeah, and ours won't go more than 2 hours.
Yeah. So yeah, that'll be fun. We're going to be doing a stream that will be really fun, looking at books that are coming out, but I won't say the name.
And same with us. But his is going to be weekly, and mine's just once a month.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Minister of Comics. Yep. Triumphant return. Yes, it is. Oh, finally. You guys are the best. Love listening to y'all. The theme song will make sense now. Yes, it will. Minister is back. That's right. Oh, yeah. November 9th, I'm having Bar on. And I think November 30th, Batmantha has agreed to come back on.
Everyone but me.
You're on
because
right
I
now.
Was because I was late 5 minutes to one stream, just banned me.
I did not. You can be on in December if you want.
We'll be on a podcast together in December if you feel up to it.
Oh, that's right.
The Biff Bam Pow podcast.
I think I have that on my calendar. What was the date?
Oh, gosh.
December 2nd? No. 9th?
November something. I think it was the 9th. It might have been the 9th. I'll double check and I'll let you know.
Okay, because I don't think I
oh, yeah, I'll double check.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, all kinds of content. Like I said, we're the cow from Peacemaker.
I'm trying to get some good guests. I'd love to get some more. I've had, hey, Lethal Lucha. I'm trying to track down one really good guest that is a woman. She's a cosplayer, but she's super busy. So I'm going to try and track her down. The comments that I've been getting are they'd like to see more women because there aren't enough women in comics. So I'm trying, but it's hard. It's hard to find sometimes.
Yeah, that's. But there are awesome people on comic book YouTube that are women, and you give a great platform to all of them when they're on the show. You know, so
that's
I feel
true.
Like you do better than I do.
I could
But
Wonder Maddie's one of them. She's got a busy schedule. I was thinking Sentinel Comics might be that's a good idea, James. I was thinking he'd be good for this show, but he might also be good. He's a great guest. He'd be good for Batter Days in the Batcave. That's a good idea.
have you done a Batter Days with Illuminati? I feel like that'd be a fun one to watch.
I did.
Chris Balga is always great. I'm happy to do. He's always fun to stream with. He's got a voice like an angel. Chris Balga.
Yeah, I did one with him. I mean, I can always. I did one with BJ. I can always.
You gotta do a Jordan one. Do that thing where you steal co-hosts from other people and do a Jordan stream. Release the Frank Miller cut.
Yeah, right. Oh, I did Illuminati back on March 9th. Look at how fast James does it. Thank you. Jewish Dragons, good night. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. February 24th, Chris Balgo. Wow. I didn't know it went that far back.
Okay, what was the date that we interviewed Jess for the first time on our channel when we became friends?
Oh my goodness.
James, what was the date of the original OmniDog interview? It was like episode 13 of the Brave and the Boys podcast show. What was that date?
Have you seen... Are you an X-Men? You're not really an X-Men fan yet, are you?
I'm getting the books now because I just get them sent now. So I got Uncanny, and then
this is crazy thick.
Dang. I think I'm getting Extinction. Is Extinction Agenda the next one?
Yeah.
That I think that was just shipped out to me today. I'm gonna have the weirdest X-Men collection. I don't even know, but I had X-Men 1 and 2. Every Uncanny between 1 through 5. And then I had the 2 Jim Lee ones that are super expensive now. And then I sold them all for my wedding because I realized I'd never opened a single one. and now I have Uncanny 2 and I'm gonna have Extinction Agenda. So I mean, I'll eventually get them all, but I started reading them and they're pretty fun. Oh, Uncanny 2 was awesome, but it kind of just throws you in. I feel like I wish I would have had Uncanny 1 to read first, They're going up against the Hellfire. Is it the Hellfire Club?
I haven't read it.
Oh, okay.
Here's the date James got.
Oh, it was
January 26th.
I feel like we did one. I thought we did one in like 2021.
I thought so too.
There might be an older one.
Yeah, that might be the one where we did become friends. That might be the second one.
Yeah.
Javier, can't wait to see your Kelly Thompson interview.
Oh, she's awesome. She's such a cool person. And she's just so genuine with her time, and like she's genuine and she's open with her time. So that was awesome. We were supposed to talk. So originally the interview was introduced for Dynamite Comics and we were supposed to talk about her run on Powerpuff Girls, but because she was so busy, she had to schedule it like several months out. So I had all these Powerpuff Girl questions and she comes on and I found out she's no longer the writer of Powerpuff Girls. Her contract was up. So she was like, I was like, okay, I'll ask you one Powerpuff Girls question and on the fly come up with a bunch of new questions. So my Powerpuff Girls question was, what comic have you written that would be each member of the Powerpuff Girls favorite? So like, what was Bubbles' favorite comic? What was Buttercup's favorite comic that you've written? And she loved that question. So
I love the Powerpuff Girls.
Her Mojo Jojo, she has this issue where Mojo Jojo is going through their clubhouse and he's like, why are there's so many doors? Like they make no sense. She writes Mojo Jojo amazing, bro.
Mojo's the best.
And what was fun about that stream was that like I'm obviously a growing channel, so like if you jump into my live stream interviews, there's a very good chance that if your question is good, it will be asked because I don't have 100 people watching my live streams. I have like 20 or 30, which I'm happy with. But Bar was obsessed that she could talk directly to Kelly Thompson. And finally Kelly goes, hi, Bar. And it like made Bar's day.
That's awesome.
So,
she loves Kelly Thompson. Did Kelly recognize her from Twitter or something or Blue Sky or anything?
No, Bar was just asking so many questions in the chat that and she was like obviously very clear that Kelly means so much to her. So Kelly gave her some attention.
That's awesome. I actually have to go eat dinner. I forgot to eat dinner.
Okay.
I had candy for dinner.
I know. I haven't eaten anything today.
So so yeah, let's go over our schedules for tomorrow. I'm on at 1 and 8 p.m. and Jake is on at 3 p.m. on his channel.
Yep.
And I'm right after Very Fine Condition stream. I guess he's returning, or he didn't ask me to. I wasn't.
Not after last time. We
Mr.
saw how
Oz.
badly that went. I'm just kidding.
There's an empty.
Yeah.
Wait, here's OmniDogs Vault Discord. Here's our voicemail. Thank you for being here, Kane. Great to see you. You can find me on OmniDogs Vault on YouTube and OmniDogs_Vault on Instagram. And where can they find you, Jake?
Hey guys. So I am Jake from The Brave and the Boys. You can find me on the Brave and the Boys channel. I am also, if I'm allowed to mention it, I am running the Organic Price Books channel now. So you can see half my videos on there. I do Instagram. We have a Discord. We have a Patreon. And we are just trying to push out as much content as we can. And if you want to see us run another YouTube channel, not about comic books, we run the Upscale Audio YouTube channel on high fidelity speakers. So I'm always doing videos and it's a lot of fun. And it's great to be a guest on OmniBros because I was a longtime viewer. So it's always a treat to be here.
Well, it was great having you. And thank you for your being here. Thank you, Doc Elevator. 100% Earth Geomancer. And here's the Brave and the Boys YouTube. So peace and love. Thank you for watching us. This has been great talking to everybody. And we had a lot of people watching for Friday night. So it sounds like this is a good night to get people. So peace
Smash
and love.
the like button.
Yeah, smash the like button. Leave us messages. Call SpeakPipe. Do whatever it takes to get our attention. Peace and love. Thank you all for watching. Genuinely appreciate it.